Hey, what is up, guys? Steve here, and it is time to start another stream. Today, before that, my bad. As always, we have Speedrunner 0218 with us.
Hello.
And special guest D1.
How's it going?
And today we have a special Pokemon for you. It's a Pokemon near and dear to my heart, something we've definitely played before. Skeledirge. Blacephalon. You know.
How do you mix those two up, dude?
I mean, they're the same Pokemon statistically.
Hello. I guess they're the same type, but
except for the
Skeledirge is better in every way.
Except
I think you should have went with Heatwing Typhlosion since we are in Johto.
That would have been more fitting, indeed.
That would be an interesting one.
Did it just cut out?
What?
Oh no, okay. Okay. The sound just went out like for no reason. Alright, anyways.
You're correct, Master Sword. These aren't Blacephalon stats because I'm using the Gen 2 overlay of Scott's and its Typhlosion stats.
Yeah.
I didn't replace Typhlosion in the game though.
I know. Who'd you replace? I could definitely
I didn't replace it. I added it to the game entirely. It's it's Pokemon number 252.
Oh, well, we're still good here.
No, you gave it a dex number. It's not 252.
That was in game hook. I did it. I didn't do it in the game itself because the game itself can only go up to 250.
Yes, but in spirit.
Because of the fight.
Yeah,
in spirit. Yeah.
Well, game hook is the game, so yes, it is actually the number. It's 608 or whatever.
Technically, this ROM has 252 Pokemon in it, if you think about that.
Indeed. Anyways, we have a Pokemon here that is very similar to some Pokemon we've done in the past. Very low defense, low HP, very high offensive stats. So, if you don't one-shot, you will be in trouble. That's pretty much it. I think the term is called Glass Cannon.
I mean, at least early game, the Ghost type is really good, but our Fire typing is going to make us struggle with Falkner due to Mud Slap. This might be the first run I actually do Sprout Tower.
We will have to see about that.
I mean, unless you want the level 5 Light Screen.
Well, I mean, it won't be level 5 by the time we get there. I plan on battling the Pokemon on the grass.
I need to look at the moveset really quick.
Anyways, I am ready whenever you are.
I'm dumb. I just realized we got level 10 Ember.
Yes, you have to get to level 10 though. That's the problem.
Yeah. I mean, Sprout Tower could easily get me to level 10, or I just fight the early game trainers, but I don't think the early game trainers will be enough for a slow level up.
The early game trainers are full of 2s and 3s, and the Sprout Tower trainers are also 2s and 3s until you get to the final 4 with 6s.
There's even a level 10 up there too.
Yes,
we're moving
6s and
2s
9s.
and 3s to 10s. Sounds like
yeah,
like the bar or something.
Haha.
Anyways, I am ready to go.
Okay. All right, I'll explain our backported moves as we go through the run. You ready, D1?
Yep. And which moves did you backport here?
I will explain it in the run. Just I don't want to keep holding you guys.
Gotcha. Let me know when to go.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh yeah, this is your first time doing Gen 2. Is the instant text working for you just fine?
Yes. There we
Okay.
go. The
Just
overlay
making-
didn't want to work for a sec there, but
Yeah.
we got it now.
That's a real problem a lot of people have with Scott's overlays. It changes the text speed automatically. And then it just ends up not working correctly.
Yeah. I think we have that fixed for Gen 1. I still need to fix it for Gen 2.
Oh look, we've got light screen. I forgot about that.
Yeah. Didn't we do a Pokemon recently where it would have been awesome to have light screen? I remember we did something recently.
Its sprite reminds me of Sunflora, but shorter.
Kind of does, yeah. Also, hello, Sundown, Annie,
What?
Kiwi, and FDF.
The one run where I actually want training, I just got to Mr. Pokemon's house with one encounter.
I actually
Wait,
really like this sprite, Jamie.
Well, yeah, it was made by Pia Carrot. My starting soon screen always has the credit to the sprite artist, so I don't want to take credit for it. But if I did make it, I would let y'all know. Thank you for backporting Shadow Ball. It's good now that it'll have a stab special move. Yeah, I don't think so.
Oh no, I've been hit by Growl. Whatever shall I do, guys?
Cry.
Now your licks are going to do less damage.
Yep.
Instead of 2, it'll do 1 damage.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, so our backported moves. I don't remember what the levels are, but the moves are Mystical Fire, a 70 power fire move that lowers the opponent's special attack by 1 stage. We get Calm Mind, which raises your special attack and special defense by 1 stage. And at level 70, we get its signature move, Mind Blown. It's a 150 base power, fire move, 100% accuracy, and it does a quarter of your damage recoil. I know it's supposed to be half, but I would have to code in a new function, so I just copied and pasted double.
Shouldn't Fire Spin
Technically, I
hit
made it
like
better.
2 minutes at a minimum?
I think it's supposed to be at a minimum too.
It hits one time
Yeah.
every time. What the heck?
Oh wait,
Master Sword objection. All of the trainers have shiny Pokemon. That is part of the ROM I got
Yeah.
here.
Oh D1, I just remembered. Your overlay set the stats perfect, right?
Yes.
Another thing, we actually do our runs with the Pokerus on our starters, so if you wanted to go into game poke and just add that, you can do it.
Oh
Are-
shit.
just make-
Give me a sec.
I
I'll
think
do it.
something's wrong with Fire Spin. It's never hitting more than once.
Oh no, wait. Oh yeah, Gen 2, they completely changed how those wrapping moves work.
Yeah.
You just use the move over and over, and it gives like the opponent like a trapping effect where it does chip damage each turn.
Yep.
You only use it's a one thing turn move. You have to just spam it.
Oh.
So yeah, they made the move really bad. Well, I mean, the move is already really bad as it is. So yeah, you just use the move once, and then the opponent will have a binding effect, and it'll get chip damage.
Oh, that's really, really bad.
It's one of the things they fixed from Gen 1.
Air quotes
Level.
fixed.
Level 7. Yeah, I'm doing Sprout Tower.
Oh my god, I'm
Shiny
getting
Flash.
wrecked. I beat the level 9 Spearow with 1 HP remaining.
You're going Faulkner right away, huh?
1 HP remaining.
I don't think doing Faulkner early is going to be a good idea. Because his Pokemon are only going to spam Mud Slap.
But now all I have to do is land 1 Fire Spin and it'll deal the damage for me.
Dude, the chip damage is like a 16.
Yeah.
You're not going to be killing anything with that.
Okay, well, the worst part is the rewinding for the reset. Real bad. The battles take.
Am I nearing? Yeah.
That was
I was just gonna say I might have to leave Sprout Tower because I don't have any
Stab on
fire
Lake.
spins for. I don't have any fire spins for the Hoot Hoot, but I'm sure these Bellsprout guys will get me to level 10.
Wow, that was.
Trapping moves past Gen 1 are unusable. Yeah.
Lick does not have one-shot damage on these Bellsprouts, surprisingly, though. Oh,
Why
yeah,
are you
because it was
surprised by
great.
that?
By the way, I feel like the 70% accuracy is not true. It really feels like it's 50.
You know what's funny? I was fighting the very last Sage up here before the final guy with the Hoot Hoot. I
Mhm.
got to level 10 on this guy's Bellsprout and got Ember. You know what the next Pokemon was? Hoot Hoot. So like I got it just in time. Otherwise I would have had to reset. Oh no, my berry's gone.
Just ignore the jank on the overlay.
What is on the overlay with my Pokemon?
Lick does not show that it gets stab damage.
Like, what Pokemon image shows up? Just nothing?
I have Typhlosion on there, but I put a Blacephalon photo on the overlay.
Photoshop 101.
Not even Photoshop, just... Oh, fuck.
It's a joke.
And I died to the Hoot Hoot, so that was cool.
Well, that was a real big misplay by going to the gym first.
I mean, I did say I was doing Sprout Tower first.
Yeah,
never
and you
do
know
Sprout
what?
Tower.
I for some reason was thinking it was gonna work like it does in Gen 1. That was on me. I haven't used a trap move since Gen 1.
Yes.
Yeah, I can tell. So when I did my Cleavor run yesterday, something I realized, rock types in the early game in Johto are actually really, really good. Type advantage against the first 3 gyms.
Makes sense.
Jeez,
Well,
someone's shooting some fire.
I wouldn't necessarily say you have an advantage over Whitney, but it's not a disadvantage.
The reason I say advantage is because you will resist most of her moves.
Well, I mean, you won't resist rollout, right? Rollout will do neutral, right?
I guess that is true, yeah. It depends on what rock type you're using. Like, Geodude, because of the Park Ground type, is resisted, but Cleavor was... I think, actually, Cleavor was weak to rollout. I got to reset my first run on her.
Well, that's flying type. That's different.
It was rock and bug.
Okay, my bad. Bug.
Hey, Chumon. Actually, I honestly wish they kept Mimic. I just got killed by this guy's Geodude.
Well, that's good to hear, actually, because I really needed to make a small comeback.
It was like a 5-second time loss, I'm just saying. Yeah, I was fighting Hiker Anthony, and his Geodude used 2 rock throws to knock me out.
Did you grab Swift?
I still fought him again. I don't think we learned that, do we?
Yep.
Oh. I don't think it'll be useful. I don't really like getting Swift, honestly. Not because Swift is a bad move. It's just your Repel doesn't last long enough if you get Swift, so you end up getting encountered.
And yet you like grabbing that super potion behind the cave?
Super.
What's behind the cave that you grab?
Oh, the Great Ball?
That's a Great Ball? Wow.
Yeah, I always thought that was the Great Ball you were talking about.
What? No, there's a Great Ball behind the Pokemon Center.
Oh, well, I guess there's 2 Great Balls.
You know, there's a mysterious, like, you know, in front of the guy who asked you the question, do you have $1 million? There's a mysterious little grass patch that leads to nothing north of the Pokemon Center. You never been like, oh, I wonder what's up there.
Geodude. Full heal? I did grab the full heal, I think. Yep, good enough that I kept my Geodude on my team, not until it became a Graveler, until I got a Steelix. Yeah. So, Steve, now that you have a fire move for 4 times effective damage, will you actually fight the Paris?
Yep. I am fighting on them right now.
I don't know if you guys did this, but I actually taught Nightshade.
I'm battling the next trainer. I haven't gotten it yet. Oh god, I'm like half a level away. Jeez.
You said you taught Meditate?
Nightshade.
Oh, Nightshade.
Didn't know if it would help, but it's infinitely better than Lick.
Okay. It took the B-Drill for me to get Nightshade.
Yeah, also, you guys might try this, but starting Gen 2, Nightshade doesn't hit normal types.
What?
Yeah, they fixed that.
Oh, man. My strat for Whitney out the window.
Was that actually your strat for Whitney?
No. I don't know if you're being dumb or gullible.
I think I'm being gullible.
Acting dumb or gullible?
I think I'm being gullible, honestly. Yeah, like we can even get hit.
There goes my strat for Whitney. That was
Okay,
great.
you kind of suck.
That was really funny though.
It was pretty funny, yeah. All right,
Oh,
gotta
fuck.
get.
Can
What
I make it through
happened?
here? I got poisoned.
Nice. Do you guys think you'll go back for the charcoal?
I only do that if I need all the punches. Are you gonna catch the
I'll
Oddish?
get it, because why not?
I'm not. I already got a Bellsprout.
You know what's the perfect move for catching Oddish?
Lick.
Nightshade.
Hey, they were both correct answers.
I actually had to look at my overlay to see how much HP it had. It had 20, and it was level 17.
Goodbye, Fire Spin.
So, Steve, did you end up doing Bellsprout Tower?
I had to.
Okay. I didn't know if, like, you just went in the grass or something because you didn't want to do what we were doing. But I guess since all of us have Flash, all of you can do the Rock Tomb strat.
I definitely considered it though.
Also, I've been trying to go through the underground at the top instead of the bottom, but I feel like I need the experience. And the trainers at the bottom give good XP.
Well, Speed definitely skipped this, but I definitely made sure to get Headbutt.
I really do not like getting Headbutt.
Why?
Well, you're not going to have the friendship to get returned, so you had to get either Headbutt or Swift. You got neither.
It's okay, I got the +1 haircut, so we're good. But yeah, I'm at 129 friendship. I don't think teaching Headbutt would have made a difference. And besides, like, in a lot of my backports, I really did not need return till much later in the game, so it doesn't really matter.
Really?
Oh, wow. I forgot Shiny Metapod was orange.
It kind of looks like a turd, doesn't it?
Yeah. Shiny Scyther is just a different shade of green.
Also, one reason I don't like getting Headbutt, I don't like trying to navigate tight spaces and accidentally talking to trees.
That
And
is,
be like, hey,
That's fair.
you want to get Headbutt?
that's a weird problem to have.
Well, I often hold Turbo A, like, just before I'm about to talk to people, or, like, talk to a tree.
And just the overworld part. I've never really considered that.
I guess it's just a problem I have.
Oh,
And
no.
besides, like, I don't like how it only has 15 power points.
Are you kidding me?
I agree, though.
Like,
The
I'd rather
15
keep-
PowerPoints is incredibly annoying. I don't remember
I
how
would
much
rather
Swift
keep-
has off the top of my head.
20. I just feel like if Headbutt's your main move, you have to heal too much. So, I think for 10 less power, like, I think it's worth not having the extra power for the extra power points. Even though we're fast as hell, I still grabs the Quick Claw.
Oh, I absolutely grab the Quick Claw no matter what. I don't care what people say. Quick Claw's awesome. Even though my whole argument for the Quick Claw has been ruined, I was under the impression that Quick Claw would possibly outspeed Quick Attack.
I forgot to buy Fire Punch.
Well, I mean, I purposely didn't buy Fire Punch, so I don't think you're missing out.
Purposefully. Are you trying to, like, hold off on it or something?
I'm waiting to do both at once.
I just got Metronome Poison Gas, the Metronome Sludge.
Nice.
Oh. Okay.
Will you get in the ball?
I agree. Get in the ball.
Okay, Whitney's kind of bad.
How bad?
I only won because of a rollout miss.
I've been frozen.
So, she's lucky.
I got
I
frozen
should've got
by a
fire.
first turn Ice Punch.
I should have gotten Fire Punch before Whitney.
Yeah,
Because she's a 4-hit.
Psychic M is just the TM. That's just how it shows on the photo that I have here.
Interesting. I was joking about the nightshade thing, but boy, if I could have done that strategy, that definitely would have been the strategy.
I actually went to the department store just to get fire.
All right, so my strategy for Whitney was get 2 flinches.
Oh no, Juggler Irwin.
Holding it down with his Voltorbs.
You know, people make fun of his level 2 Voltorb, but his final 2 Voltorb give really good XP yield. The level 10 one gives 220, the level 14 is 300.
We got a battle Picnicker Gina here.
That is correct. You must
Aw.
battle her. It is mandatory.
And say her name exactly like that.
Yep. There is no other way.
90% of shinies brown and poop green. I don't know.
Are you telling me there's other ways to say other words? That doesn't make any sense.
Like Laura Lee?
I know, right?
I do not understand how people can say that.
They're
It's Laura
Canadian?
Lie.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
lies.
that's- Why is shiny Clefairy not purple, and why is shiny Gengar not? Those are weird colors. I wouldn't make Gengar pink.
I'm still waiting for the day that someone says that I say like Callum's name in X and Y wrong, and I'm just gonna be like, I had a former coworker who pronounced it like that, so like, please suck my dick.
Guys, you can read the Pokemon Center sign. Just letting you know.
Right?
Wait, we can read?
The Pokemon Center sign, if you click the word Poke on the front, text pops up.
It's done that in Gen 1 too, I think. You know that, you guys know that meme from the kid show Arthur, where DW looks at a piece of paper and goes, "That sign can't stop me because I can't read."
I know the
Yeah.
meme. I didn't
Yeah.
particularly like the show.
I thought you
I
were
never
gonna bring
really,
up the
I
one
never,
of,
I never
told you
watched
not
it
to
either.
touch it.
I never watched it either. All I knew were the.
Water gun hurts like a truck.
I know.
watched it some as a kid.
Oh my god, I almost got knocked out by water gun. I had 2 HP.
Woo, first tried Whitney.
That's
I
actually
never really watched PBS when I was younger. I think that was what Arthur was on.
that is absolutely what it was on. Yep.
Yeah, I never really watched that shit.
Isn't that also the channel that Blue's Clues was on?
I think that was Nick Jr.
Nick Jr.
Really?
I was a really huge like Nickelodeon kid, so that's how I know it.
I mean,
Same.
I
watched
had
all
the
of it. Like I watched Nick Jr. when I was really young, and then when I got older, I watched regular Nick, and then Teen Nick when I got older.
I mean, I watched
And then I started watching. Actually, one thing I remember is that I know on the Nicktoons channel, it would show some like older stuff, and like during the night, they would show like the '90s stuff, like Hey Arnold. Hey Arnold was a pretty good show. I liked it.
Hey Arnold is a very good show.
I unfortunately did not watch that one, but I watched most of the other stuff. I watched stupid shows like Cow and Chicken, Ed, and
I
Eddie.
watched that.
I
Oh
gotta
my
reset
god.
it, Morty.
Plank was my favorite character on Ed, and Eddie.
How
Which
and
one?
why?
How and why? Because they kept treating Plank like it was real. Plank was the metaphorical dumbass in everybody's group. So like Plank was sometimes a skateboard ramp, which I mean that's like a kid's joke. Like sometimes kids will lay down to be the skateboard ramp. It's very fun.
Ed, Ed and Eddie was stupid in a smart way.
It was very stupid, but very funny. I love the reruns.
I enjoyed that show when I was younger.
Holy crap, I thought that said slash. I'm like, oh, that's splash.
Yeah, that was meant That was meant to be a useless move, I think.
Right.
So, do you guys think we're gonna struggle with Jasmine?
No.
I said no to the good rod guy, and he's like, incomprehensible.
How could anybody not like fishing?
Oh, I actually forgot to make a poll for this run. Oh well.
I forgot to as well.
What's your poll say? Oh,
I also forgot to make a poll. All right, chat. Who's gonna win, Steve or Speed? Comment.
I think you
and
are.
why is it speed?
You think I am? I appreciate that, Steve. But I'm gonna tell you to get your head checked.
I see.
I don't know, D1. I wouldn't really like it if people lied to my face.
Exactly.
Also, I tried to buy 31 super repels. It said no, so I had to buy 30.
I always buy 30.
No,
So-
it's because whenever I buy, it's because I press the right button on the D-pad to go up by 10, and it goes from 1 to 11.
You
to
buy them
21 to
before
31.
the lighthouse? That's weird.
I just do everything while I'm outside, like get good rod, buy super repels, get strength, go fishing, go lighthouse. That's just my routing.
Win.
It's okay, Steve. I encountered an
Andrew
option trainer in
Palmer,
the
I'm
lighthouse.
telling you, I'm doing a run 2 strat on run 1. So I mean, if my strategy works out, I really don't think speed stands much of a chance.
You know what? I'm gonna root for Speed just because of that.
Okay.
Is your strat only at red and nobody else?
No, it's actually
Is it a
not
red strat?
not a red strat at all.
So we're both probably gonna have the same red strat, I'm guessing.
Yeah, use 2 moves, win game.
Yes, Calm Mind and Flamethrower.
Right?
Or Mind Blown, whatever we get first.
You have to use Mind
My
Blown.
my strat is not for red.
Can you tell me at least what trainer it's for?
No, because then you'll figure it out. It's just not, the game is not rocket science.
Can
Let's
you tell me
see.
the strat?
I won't listen. I'll cover my ears. It's okay. The swimmer saw me.
I am also battling the Goldeen swimmer.
Dude, it's kind of annoying having only fire punch as your good attacking move.
I'm using headbutt.
Shut up.
I also skipped Headbutt.
I should have gotten Swift.
I did pick up Swift.
A lot of RBG sprites were changed in yellow because of the anime design, so I wish they had done instead of doing sort of both. Like, redesigned some, but not the ones that were... I think they redesigned all the front sprites in yellow. I think they're all different. All the back sprites are the same, though. All the back sprites are still horrible.
Yeah.
I'm really fighting with the idea if I should consider using Fire Punch or Headbutt. The fact I know Fire Punch has got so much more power, but they're so much weaker defensively.
Oh no, Primeape survived.
Oh no.
It missed Rage, which I didn't even know you could do.
Wait, what?
Yeah, the Primate
I
missed
thought
Rage.
Rage is 100%. Oh wait, it's because we're Ghost type.
Oh. So there's
Hey,
a very
you can't hypnosis
unique
me.
unique problem with Poliwrath. It's only using Surf.
At least Light Screen will help for this fight.
So, I don't have Light Screen, but I also don't have Confuse Ray. Basically,
have
I
Confuse-
have to get flinches.
I also have Confuse Ray.
I just got
Dude,
I
he
just got
never
3
hits
flinches.
himself.
That's all you need. 3 flinches right there.
I hate you so much.
That's
You know what's dumb? I landed Confuse Ray on Poliwrath. It never hit itself once.
I'm sorry that I had the
Mind you.
superior strat of get 3 flinches.
Uh-oh.
Why didn't you think about getting
Crit.
headbutt
Yeah,
and
he
three
knows.
3 flinches?
Yay, hypnosis miss.
I'll definitely think of getting a different move for run 2.
What's the amount of friendship you need to do more of the headbutt? 180?
170.
Okay.
170. Okay. That was like what, 5th try?
All right, I'm in the area where speed doesn't like having headbutt.
Yeah. Because you don't know how annoying it is when you try to cut a tree down, but you're one space too far to the left, and you headbutt a tree. I know, just me problem. I've been doing a good job avoiding that hiker lately. Gotta go get the Steve M Plays full restore.
Gotta go get the return TM.
I like how you paused thinking you were gonna make a clever name for it.
No, I was like, wait a second, this doesn't have a name. There is no move for this name for this move.
The Scott's Thoughts return TM. No.
Gotta get the dumbass D1 item.
Actually, I think the return of Rest, Curse, Return, Sleep Talk, we need to call that the Scott's Thoughts combo.
I already do basically say I call it the auto win strat.
Oh. I told Lance no.
Makes perfect sense. He's really annoying,
I would too. Lance needs to learn that no means no.
right?
Right?
I tell him
You
no
need to
almost
tell
every
that to
run.
Oak.
Like, that's not even a joke. I really do tell him no almost every run. I hold B when I talk to people, so I pretty much tell him and Elm no every time.
Because you always turbo B, right?
Yeah.
Isn't the reason you turbo B is so you don't like talk to him twice?
Yeah, there's only 2 trainers I purposely turbo A on, and they're coming right up.
I think I know who they are. It's okay, guy. Instead of pressing the
How's it going,
button, I talked to
Dominatrix
the
gamer?
bookshelf.
According to my overlay, Shadow Ball's more powerful than Fire Punch.
We get it by level up, or did you teach it?
Yes.
Wait, could I have just taught Shadow Ball for... I could have taught Shadow Ball for Poliwrath.
Yes.
That could have made it so much easier.
How?
Yeah, I taught Shadow Ball once I got the TM.
How could it made it easier?
I had to beat Poliwrath
How's
with
it going,
Light
Dom?
Screen. I had to beat it with Light Screen, Confuse Ray, and Nightshade.
That
I mean, in my
sounds like a
defense,
lot of work.
I mean, in my defense, how often do we run something that knows Shadow Ball and we're actually willing to use it? Not often.
Doesn't Shadow Ball have a secondary
Lurk away.
effect?
Yeah, I think it's 10% chance to lower special defense.
Oh, so it's not helpful, huh?
Yeah, even though Shadow Ball's physical.
Right.
They didn't even fix that for Gen 3. It took until Gen 4 when Shadow Ball became special. They knew it was there and never fixed it.
It's crazy to
Long
think
day.
that I have just suddenly gained the ability to ignore Golbat guy on every single run. That used to not be a thing. I used to always run into Golbat guy.
I just went like up and around. Do you
Right,
not
but
do that at first?
well, I mean, it took me a really long time to figure that out. Like a really, really long time. Like I
did
knew.
not have a very long day.
Like,
I had a 4-day weekend. Sorry. talking
Oh,
cat.
nice. You took Friday off.
I did.
Nice. I went in on Friday, and I gotta tell you, we had computer problems, and it really felt like a 2-day day.
I don't know how that electrode survived.
Yeah, you guys heard me right. Even though I got Thursday off, today was because of computer problems, and I'm talking IT problems that were out of my control. It was like a 2-day day.
I'm clicking shit and I accidentally like deleted a message. My bad, Dom. Did not mean to delete your message there.
Why are you deleting people?
No, I accidentally deleted a message because I fucking like my mouse just fucking wigged out.
Well, he deleted him because he does the guy doesn't exist. He keeps trying to make himself exist, but unfortunately he doesn't. Just like Blacephalon, it doesn't actually exist, but every time we use a move, it becomes slightly more existent.
Also, I don't think Price's Pokemon have a single water move, do they?
No, they're all ice moves.
No.
Yeah, because Dewgong used Aurora Beam on me.
Also, did you guys fight Dennis?
The Menace?
No.
Rude.
Is that like a comic?
I don't know.
It was a TV show.
Oh.
And a movie.
Oh. Alright, Jasmine. I'm gonna destroy you with Shadow Ball.
Jasmine was hard. I'm telling you right now. She outspeeds, one-shots everything on your team. It's crazy.
Okay. Okay, fortunately, I was a non-zero number faster than Steelix, so I'm fine.
You're
oh
lucky.
No, the dreaded phone call.
I bet you Quick Claw. You got a Quick Claw in Steelix. I really don't think there's any way you outsped it.
I think that might be true. You might have a point.
Right.
Oh, no, not the side-up guy.
Side-up guy?
Whenever I try to get the rare candies south of Goldenrod, sometimes if I go down
you don't
too
walk in the
quickly, I'm
grass?
fighting him.
That's funny.
I try. No, I try to, but sometimes I don't go left in time.
AKA you miss.
Miss. Yes.
The grass. Oh, good. One of my strategic moves are coming up.
You're getting Sunny Day?
Yes. I'm really close to achieving Sunny Day.
Where the hell is even Solar Beam at in this game?
It's, you know that route before Victory, the Pokemon League with, like, that long water bridge and all those trainers you fight?
Yeah.
There's, like, a little area you whirlpool to get to a bird keeper. There's Solar Beam right next.
Ah. Okay.
This is correct and extra factual. Also, the only place you can get Swords Dance.
I only know that guy's existence from Scott's Smeargle run about a year ago. I remember he had to stall on that guy until he drained all his power points, because for some reason, bird keepers have an AI modifier, or they don't have the AI modifier to use setup moves, so he had to wait for Fury Attack and other moves to run out of power.
Oof.
Watching Speed walk directly to that guy is such a foreign strat to me. You go immediately right. It's so weird. And talk to a rocket.
Hey, he looked lonely. I just have a habit of talking to trainers if possible instead of letting them see you, just because talking to them is quick. Because they don't get that little exclamation point and, like, walk to you. I don't know, guys. I don't think I'm doing enough damage. I may want the charcoal next.
Good call.
I think you just need Mind Blown.
Yeah, we don't get that till a little bit.
The sign right next to the basement has text, just letting you know.
I thought you knew that already. What kind of content creator are you? You don't know these tiny niche things.
I know.
You know what they say, shit happens.
Yeah, like this rocket right here. Like, he's just got a rat-a-tat. Like just kick this guy out already. To make matters even worse, it's a level 27 Rattata. Like, that's so high. Why is it not Raticate already?
You know what's weird? Like, a lot of evil teams really did not like using, like, fully evolved Pokemon. The only evil teams I've ever seen use fully evolved stuff, from what I remember, are the ones from Gen 5 and Gen 6. I get so much experience off of them when I do runs. Like, it's just a lot of XP. Like, you just have to fight, like, 20 grunts in a row, all with fully evolved types. It feels nice.
Yeah, Team Flare loves their Houndooms and Golbats.
Hey, I did a X and Y race with one of my not supporter, like someone who watches my content. We did a X and Y Hoopa race, like its normal small tiny form.
Oh yeah,
Team Flare was a nightmare.
Well, because it's Psychic and Ghost type, right? Is that what
Yeah,
it is?
I was actually stuck at the rival fight after the third gym for like an hour and a half because of the damn Absol.
Well.
I still think it was an interesting race because, like, he was allowed to, like, use items and O powers, but I banned myself from using them because I wanted to play by my own rules. And despite that, I finished the game 12 minutes later, even though he had an hour and a half head start.
Wait,
That's because I overtrained to prepare for things, while he just went in, like, no battles, spam potions on things.
Yeah, I don't use the O powers either in my runs.
what are O powers?
They're basically like little things you can activate that can do stuff like raise your attack by 1 stage in battles for 5 minutes. You get 10% more XP for 5 minutes. Like, it's basically like playing a supporter card, or a stadium card, I guess, in Pokemon. I think that's a good comparison.
Yeah.
He usually used the attack and defense up ones. Like, he'd use a attack up and defense up O power before a battle starts, so for 5 minutes he just gets a +1 boost to those stats. I really
I'm like getting really close
What-
to finishing
what-
my next X and Y run.
Wait,
Or
what?
editing it.
What are you talking about, Andrew? What do you mean you could do? You never realized you could do Radio Tower before the secret hideout. The secret hideout is like, it's just kind of the way the game directs you to.
I'm confused.
Oh wait,
You
we're not
have
doing
to
it
do
first. We're doing it after.
Is he talking about, like, the basement area?
I don't know. Holy crap, Feint Attack hurts. Just letting you know.
Mystical Fire.
Yeah, it's got 10
Oh,
PP. I'm a little disappointed.
I'm not using the updated mapper. This is still Cleavor's mapper, so it says that I have Stone Axe on my moveset.
Oopsies.
That's because you do.
It's okay. That's okay. For run 2, I can just use the correct mapper. I have to make a new custom mapper for each one of these, all because of the dang backported moves.
Or you could pull a Steve and just not update anything and just go with the wrong stuff for the second run.
You know what was funny, D1? Steve did the Gen 7 Weedle in Red and Blue run on stream the other day. He never had the he never updated his mapper for the right moves, because I guess if I knew he was doing it, I could have given it to him. So I replaced Bug Bite with Twin Needle with Bug Bite, because Bug Bite's a real bug move. Twin Needle's just some made up move. And for Electro Web, I replaced Waterfall because no one in the game gets it. His overlay said Twin Needle and Waterfall, and Steve would go into. Oh, you gotta throw a Pokeball.
I just hit it with Shadow Ball.
What the heck, man? That's not cool. It's the unofficial rule. If you happen to find Raikou, Entei, or Suicune, you have to throw a Pokeball.
It is true.
I missed the unofficial rule. Oops.
So yeah, Steve would like go into fights and be like, "All right, I think I'm gonna use a few waterfalls." I'm like, "Dude, you don't have waterfall." He's like, "Right, I keep reading my overlay."
I look at it more than I look at the game. Sometimes.
Yeah, that's how we differ.
Yeah.
Get rest just in case. I don't think I need it. I can use the protein.
Oh, that's not good. We don't one-shot things in the gym.
Maybe you didn't use that protein I got.
I got the protein earlier.
Oh. Dude, I hate the bag UI in Gen 2. I can never remember where stuff is. Where is Rick?
Boy, I wish I was level 43 for damage rounding for Claire. That would be probably very helpful, considering these Dragonairs are almost one-shots.
Honestly, Andy, I'm not much of a fan of the bag from Heart Gold either. Just because I hate how the whole screen is, the whole map, or the whole bag is controlled by a touchscreen. Here's the annoying thing, like, in order to move items around, you can't just, like, press the select button or something. You have to click the item, then click move, then click the spot you want to move it to. Like, I hate the bag UI in Heart Gold.
I hope you really
It's just-
got your paralyzed cure berry, because you are definitely getting paralyzed.
Are the Dragonairs at least one-shots?
No.
So you're saying I should fight this guy right here first? I always wonder why I
I
never
mean,
fight
it's a
this
range,
guy.
actually, but you might get a bad range.
Did you have the pink bow?
Well, I thought you don't have return.
No, I got it when I was in Goldenrod. Yeah, save the game.
No, I thought you didn't
Honestly,
have return.
No, I do have return. I got it recently. Oh, that is not a range. I don't even think that's a guaranteed one-shot at all.
Told you.
What made you think this was a range?
Oh, for me, it was a range. Clearly, I did more than you. That's good to know.
Honestly, Andy, I actually really liked the bag from Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum. Like, the pockets are all nice and labeled to see where stuff is, and it's easy to move stuff around. You know what's interesting? I used one rare candy to level 43, and it made a world of difference.
Yeah, I know. I got the 43, and it became not a range.
I
So, yeah,
still have
there's
yet to ever beat any Gen 4 game.
tisk, tisk, tisk.
Yep.
Well, guys, I made a incredibly massive mistake, and this is going to cost me so much time. I am embarrassed.
Oh yeah,
Come on,
do
it can't
tell.
be that bad.
What happened?
He says that every time.
I absolutely did something that was insanely embarrassing. Chat, you can even tell him if you want. I won't tell him, though, because it'll make him feel really good about himself. We can't have that.
Just tell us the boo-boo you made.
Can I guess? You forgot the Dratini.
Yeah.
I did that in my Cleavor run, and I was on my second run, so I actually just rewinded back to the... I don't think I'm gonna get any of the extra rare candies.
That is a bold, bold choice. I
I don't know where
commend
any
you,
of them
sir.
are.
Okay, by extras, let me just say the candies I did get. I got Violet, Goldenrod, the one in the Victory Road route just now.
The only one that I
The one you-
didn't get was the
Okay, I have to rewind too. I also forgot the Dratini as soon as you said
Yes!
that. I hate you so
It's
much.
contagious, like yawning. Dratini forgetting.
I rewinded back. I'll just save and pretend that was a reset. This is why I would prefer getting the Psyduck.
I caught the Psyduck.
Yeah, I don't go out of my way for Psyduck unless I never caught a Bellsprout. So I'm not going to stay there just for a Psyduck.
Yeah, we can't all be squidgy and pause our timers to go get our HM Pokemon.
I didn't pause my timer.
Said
That's
squidgy.
just what Squidgy does. He pauses his timer for catching the HM users. He goes in the forest. He catches them all at once. He catches Paris, Psyduck, and I think Oddish too. Catches Oddish for Flash, I think.
The Paris part is what bothers me. Because Paris is like 5%. That should count towards your timer.
I mean, I get not if you're the kind of person who doesn't want luck to be a factor, but you're playing Pokemon games. Like, you kind of have to expect luck. All right, Annie, I do see the point you're saying. Here's a neat little trick. When you have the select button to, like, move an item around, it actually lets you move in the bag twice as fast. But then again, I play on higher speed up, so...
I think that's not a very good tip.
Yeah, can't you just overclock your DS and just play on faster speeds?
All right, guys, the strat is really coming up soon. You guys are gonna have to keep your eyes peeled.
Oh, I will.
Please say you got Sunny.
No,
I know you're hiding that. You did get Sunny Day, didn't you?
no. I really don't know why you think that's it. Please explain to me why you think that's it.
As you're using Solar Beam, that's it. Okay, am I all good to go? I think so. Hey,
Ah.
I can still use an HP up. Nice.
That was a weird strat.
Alright, looks like hopefully Shadow Ball one-shots. Alright, if I had to take a guess, I know Steve was talking about some potential hard fights earlier today on Discord. He mentioned specifically Karen and Lance, so I think it has to be one of those two.
What
I don't
makes
think
you
it's
think
Karen. I
that?
think it's a strat. I don't know. You usually don't talk to me about certain fights unless you're trying to brainstorm. Because you're not going to DM me your plan for, like, Blue.
This is correct.
He mentioned something about Rain Dance. Turn 1 Rain Dance from Gyarados, but I don't know what he plans to do with that.
What do I plan on doing? That is a good question, Speed. What in the world could Steve be planning?
Winning?
That is a good strat. I agree. That is certainly a very solid foundational strat.
How dare you use Detect? Okay, Dig actually hurt.
I know, right? I didn't actually think Bruno would be hard, but between getting hit by Dig and Earthquake, he's actually not a freebie.
Oh no, I've been foresighted.
Oh no.
I've never seen Machamp actually use that move. Oh, it actually works for the rest of his team. The Hitmonchan used Mach Punch. Gotta use the snowy HP up. Where's my ETH? Dang, all I got are 2 max. Dang. Oh, right, it's because I used up all my ethers. Dang it, it still hit me with Sand Attack. So yeah, Steve, let me know how well your Lance strat goes.
What in the world is this Karen battle? How is it going this horrible?
I don't know what you're talking about. I just first tried her.
Same.
You're not even at Karen.
Shush.
So
You
what I meant
ruined
by
it.
this, what I meant by the snowy HP up, if you go into Karen not at full health, her chances of using Sand Attack go way down. It goes from like 80% to like 65%. May not seem like much, but if you're trying to be consistent, it can help. Hey, that was a lucky burn on Aerodactyl.
Of course, you got a lucky burn.
That is interesting how much damage Shadow Ball is doing. I am going to get a reset here, but I think I know what the plan is.
Die.
Definitely an interesting plan. Yeah, that's not it.
Are you sure?
Win.
No, that's definitely not
I'm
it either.
sure.
Paralyzed? Come on!
Here's my paralysis berry.
Things happen.
Does
I
are you-
completely forgot you could actually get flinched by Twister.
I actually forget that's a thing too.
Yeah, same.
Like the one thing I forget about is that extra sensory can flinch. I always forget that one. Ha, take that paralysis cure berry. Shadow Ball just made Lance an absolute joke.
I definitely picked the wrong move.
Calm Mind says double hit on my overlay.
Well, my strat worked. I just needed to do it right.
Funnily enough, my
That
strat
sounds like it didn't work.
my strat was actually to use rest during the fight to heal paralysis, but I didn't realize how much damage Shadow Ball was doing, so I just swept. I
Your
just equipped
strat
a
was
simple
probably better
paralysis
than
berry.
mine.
Tell us what your strat was.
Get to level 50 for Calm Mind, and then just Calm Mind all of your... Hypnosis Calm Mind away all of your problems.
That was your plan for Karen or Lance?
All of them.
Oof.
So you purposefully did extra training, huh?
No, I used all my candies.
I mean, I don't really think that was worth it. Because I think Will was a series of one-shots, Koga was easy, Bruno was kind of annoying.
The biggest
mean,
regret
Karen's
I
just
have of
Karen.
the run was trading dang it, I kept return instead of the other move.
I actually hesitated for a second because I didn't know if I wanted to get Psychic.
Do you?
I don't think. Probably could have gotten it, but return will solve all my problems. Technically speaking, with Stab, Shadow Ball is actually better than. But then again, I'll be facing lots of normal types, so I don't really like having Ghost moves in slot 1.
Oh, right. That guy is ignorable. Oh, no, he's not. I forgot he spins. Okay.
I know I've learned this place in the dark, but if I have Flash, I may as well just use it.
And that's why I'm actually doing it.
I could have just gone through in the dark just for flexing, but I'll do that for run 2. No, double hit's not in this gen. When I did the Cleavor backport, I backported double hit.
Wow, that was the first. I kind of got lost a little bit for a second. I mean, I made one wrong turn, but ouch.
Leftovers, just in case. I backported double hit because I didn't want to backport Night Slash.
Well, unfortunately, this is not where I thought it would be at this point of the run, so now I do not feel as confident about winning.
The reason I didn't want to backport Night Slash is because Cleavor only has 45 special attack, and I wouldn't have used the move once. But I figured double hit, like, it would be an upgrade over Scratch, because I normally don't like getting headbutt. And I did use it for a couple of fights, but it didn't end up being too useful. Lame. Hey, come on. I'm not backporting Night Slash on a Pokemon with bad special attack. That'd be like if we backported, let's see, what's a good example? Something with high, like, what's something with low physical attack, but really high special? Oh, well, let's just pretend Alakazam's the newer gen.
I was just about to say that.
Let's pretend Alakazam is like a Gen 4 Pokemon. That'd be like if I backported Alakazam to Gen 2, and I backported a rock type move. Like, why would I ever use the rock move? I want to backport moves that I at least have a chance to use. Because 45 special attack, like, that's only double Weedles, if you want to take that into it. This game, Night Slash was special. You know, I actually really hate how Golden's Gen 2 is like the only game where you can't dig out of Sabrina's.
Yeah, that's okay. It's gotten me be really good at memorizing the way back.
You know, D1, I've actually told Steve I actually could go in the disassembly and shuffle all of the teleport pads before I give the ROM out, so you'd actually have to try and solve it.
That'd probably frustrate the shit out of so many people.
Mainly Steve. But maybe I should, like, change it up every run, like, just make a program to do it. But then again, it would affect me, too. I guess I could just make two different ROMs. That'd be good for, like, an April Fool's run. Okay. I like having Calm Mind and no special moves.
I've hit so many grass Pokemon by not super repelling because I'm walking in an accidental grass.
Missing no April Fool's run. I thought about doing that at first, but the Pokemon just sucks. Like, I don't want to do a run with 2 Water Gun, Sky Attack, having like 200 attack, 6 special, and 0 speed. That doesn't sound like fun.
And 0 defense.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I did watch a bit of that run, the 6 special Water Gun. A level 15 Missing No against Brock's Geodude does 4 damage for Water Gun.
I've never done this before, but I already delivered the machine part before even talking to Misty.
I'm not even in Kanto.
That's okay.
That's interesting, Steve. You're the one who tells me, like, your particular path.
Yeah, well, you know,
so
it F's everything up when I have to go through Rock Tunnel. Then I have to think on the fly, and unfortunately, that's not something people practice.
Hey, didn't you say at one
yes,
point
I'm great at thinking on the fly. Quite frankly, I don't actually think I wasted any movement. The wasted movement was going and picking up the machine part itself.
Yeah, I was the one who did that. You're the one who told me to stop doing it.
Yes, but again, I did things in a different order, and then I had to think if it was right or not.
Gotta fight the boss KO, gentlemen.
Makes perfect sense.
Yep. Why does Shiny Flaffy look almost identical to normal Flaffy? These are the questions we need answers to.
Dude, half the shinies look like basically the originals.
Not Electrode.
Half. Yes. There are a handful of very good ones.
Electabuzz looks too similar to its original.
So how's double hit working for you?
Shut up. Technically, I haven't even used Calm Mind yet. Let me go ahead and get this gentleman candy. Or fan club candy. I almost forgot the radio card. At least I didn't talk to Snorlax yet, so it doesn't count.
All right, boss KO gentleman.
You know what's dumb? I wish you could just talk to the Snorlax and be like, the Snorlax is sleeping. Would you like to play the Poke Flute? But no, I have to actually open up the Poke Gear and go to that channel and play it.
Hoo-hoo.
Why can't it just be like Gen 1 where you just get a normal Poke Flute item? Gotta go get the rare candy here. I wonder if that spinner, the one I just passed in the water, I wonder if he's a random spinner or a predictable. Because if he's predictable, I could try to avoid him better. He only has like a single Pokemon. He's horrible training. He just wastes. Gotta look at that next. Hey, D1, did you beat Lance yet?
Nope.
What gives, man? You know what's funny? Janine's Crobat still has Supersonic.
How is that funny? She's doing the best she can.
Well, tell her that
Best
Claire
isn't
has...
good enough.
Tell her that the final gym in Johto has higher level Pokemon than she does. Actually, I think her Pokemon are similar levels to Price. Honestly, I don't know how Koga could have trusted the gym to his daughter when her daughter's just a terrible trainer.
Well, see, here's the thing. Koga had to keep the Pokemon to himself, and those were the backups. Those are the ones they give to the gym trainers.
Oh,
She's
that
a
makes
glorified
sense.
gym trainer. Let's put it this way.
I think so.
Remember how I just mentioned in Gen 1, the one gym trainer in Koga's gym has one Hypno, and the Hypno is level 38. It is so far.
Yeah.
I'm 3 Pokemon deep. All right, 4 Pokemon deep. That level. Oh, her Venomoth's higher than Hypno. Okay, I was gonna say that one Hypno, which is a gym trainer Pokemon, is a higher level than her best, but no, it's not. Close though.
Makes sense.
Ooh,
So yeah, she just got gym trainer Pokemon. That's Koga stole all of his good ones.
Yeah, oh yeah, the good almighty Fortress and Ariados.
goat Pokemon.
This is a reality for Koga. I can't believe you're making fun of him.
I can make fun. He does cheat strats. What level do we get Flamethrower?
You don't. I'm not even kidding.
Ah, crap. Ah, crap. I really screwed myself up when I tried to, what's it called? Try my improv strat for Lance.
Interesting.
It was definitely a major mistake.
I over prepared for Lance.
I don't have a way out of Kanto right now.
What do you mean?
Ah, I don't have a special move to deal with the Rhydon.
What? Rhydon?
Blues.
Oh. Just beat him up.
Doesn't exactly work like that.
I think it does work like that. Just win.
I think I'm screwed.
You heard it here, guys. I told him all you have to do is just win.
Yeah,
Uh,
sounds like a legit strategy.
yeah, my major mistake was I thought the best strat for Lance was to have rest, so I deleted Fire Punch. Yeah, not a good idea. Oh god, this is horrible.
We'll go get a
Did
backup
you
fire
ever
punch.
learn Mystical Fire?
I didn't get hidden power.
Mystical fire.
Shut
That's
up.
bull. Oh, Blue, you piece of crap. Blue used roar on my fully set up Blacephalon.
Aha.
Okay. Apparently, I actually thought the Celadon department store only sells hidden power if you got it from the guy first, but no, they just have it. So, never mind, I do have a special move now.
Dark.
Yeah, hidden power dark. I'll just set up a couple of calm mines. Why'd I remove Fire Punch? Because that was stupid. Hey, he just used Whirlwind turn 1.
Smart. He understands the basic fundamentals of setup moves.
Mm.
He did the same thing with Arcanine. He used roar.
Did you guys teach your Bellsprout rap after it stole some of your XP?
What?
I don't have a Bellsprout.
I don't
My
know.
Bellsprout got sent out because of Whirlwind, and it stole some of my XP.
Oh.
So I'm like,
yeah.
did any of you guys teach rap to your Bellsprout?
I mean, I just immediately swapped out.
You know what's funny? The Arcanine's only move on me was Flamethrower, and the rain was already up. It was doing 2 damage. Yeah, there's a lot of improving for the second run.
Oh, that's not good. How many full restores does Red have?
I have no idea. Infinite, I guess? No, I don't think that's it.
I think I just figured out the answer. It's 2. 999 special attack did not knock out Blastoise.
I'm surprised you made it to red that quickly. I thought we'd beat blue at the same time.
What? Espeon got a critical hit. Psychic knocked me out.
Ooh, hey, red knows the strats.
I'm just annoyed because it's giving speed a window when all it did was get a crit.
I don't know. I'm still in the dark portions.
Makes me want to consider.
All right, get off the bike. I need to stop doing Dark Mount Silver on the bike. It messes.
999 special attack does 1/3 to Blastoise.
Third with what move?
Mystical fire.
Funny. What? No, you didn't even consider Fire Blast?
Guys, I don't know if we're gonna be able to knock out Venusaur.
That might be kinda hard,
109.14.
guys. You know what's funny? I had a lot of setbacks, yet I'm at the same spot as you, so I think we both made a lot of screws.
I don't consider mine a screw up at all. I just consider it. I had a handful of really unlucky things, honestly. Like the Espeon crit, that just shouldn't have happened.
I get that. I just crit the Blastoise and the Snorlax. And I only have 2 Calm Mines.
And plus, I hit myself over and over and over again on Karen. Like, it was just a series of very weird, unfortunate events.
109.50. This is a weird final move
Hey,
set.
you
Return, Fire Blast, Hidden Power, Calm Mine.
You removed the second's hand, and we got the same time.
What was your game time?
417. Oh wait, hold on.
Oh, so was mine.
Hold on. Yep, 417.
Hey, we've played roughly similar. Surprising. Okay. It's a good thing I
Oh.
now keep backup.
What level did you finish at?
65.
63.
Both so close to a nice level.
So my strat, it was to use all my candies on Karen, and then I lost twice to Bruno, and I'm like, okay, one trainer early, sure. And then I just did the whole Calm Mind Mystical Fire strat.
Ah.
The one thing I
I'm
regret
impressed
the
you
most
kept
though
Mystical
was
Fire.
that I didn't PP up Mystical Fire earlier. Because Mystical Fire was supposed to be in slot 1, but I used Return in slot 1 the whole game, and I really shouldn't have. Well,
I'm surprised you chose to keep Mystical Fire instead of Fire Punch.
why? It's the same
Mystical-
move, but it lowers attack, special attack.
Doesn't Mystical Fire only have 10 power points?
It does, but when you use 2 PP ups that are basically free, it's
But-
14.
Yeah, it's 70 power. Fire Punch is 75, isn't it?
What did you do for red, by the way, since you didn't do the call?
I had to use 2 Calm Minds and use a combination of Fire Blast and Hidden Power Dark.
I'm not
not
gonna
a good
lie. Fire moves on red are horrible. Where'd you get Fire Blast?
Level up. Used my
Oh,
candies.
because okay, I see. Yep.
All right, there we go.
Level
I
up.
changed the mapper, so now it says Calm Mind.
Okay.
Yeah, Fire Punch is 75, and it's got more power.
Yeah,
points, like
I didn't
Mystical
make
Fire
it.
straight up
I didn't
worse.
make it up to 65, but yeah. Maybe, just maybe, since I think PP ups probably give Fire Punch 3 PP instead of 2 PP for Mystical Fire. The lower special attack I don't think was relevant at all, except for lowering surf damage on Blastoise.
I did use it on that guy's Houndoom in the Rocket Hideout, just because I needed a move to use, and it lowered Feint Attack's damage. Alright, let's go ahead and watch D1.
I just got to the league.
Hidden Power, though, is actually a very viable strat because, I mean, 70 power Hidden Power Dark, 75 power Fire Punch are basically the same thing. Except for Stab, of course. But quite frankly, Red's team, like, they're either special defensively heavy or resistant to fire, so the real kicker in that battle I thought was incredibly annoying was that freaking Blastoise sets up Rain Dance. It just makes it take forever. With 999 special attack, it's still a 3-shot to knock it out with Mystical Fire.
I noticed your instant text isn't.
Mine isn't?
No.
It is not.
Are you turboing A and B? Or just
No, it's
Just
clearly
one.
Scott's overlay changed it for him.
yeah.
If only you could figure out. Oh, actually, even if you were able to figure out how to make it default, it wouldn't matter. Because it would still change it to not slow.
That would explain how you fell so far behind.
Well, that and I just never played Gen 2.
I don't
Yeah,
really know what
the
to do
instant
about
speed
that,
is
though.
really, really good. I mean, we've pretty much worked out that instant speed over fast literally knocks off about 20 minutes. Literally 20 minutes. Essentially, you can make a Feraligatr go from like 127 to 107.
Yeah.
Oh, it's funny.
Maybe
My wrong.
D1, maybe in your next run, just so the race is more fair. Maybe you should like use your old overlay, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I mean, you could use my old one.
I don't think we were able to get it set up for him, or was that John? We were struggling to get it set up.
I don't remember.
I don't remember.
This text
I
thing
remember it
has
was-
ended up being a problem for basically every single person.
Except Ike.
Actually, funny enough,
Maybe.
Ike was the only one who's like, you take the wheel. Tell me what to do for everything. And he's the only one that's worked.
Yeah, even though we told him like what line of code in the overlay he has to replace for the XP group, he still has this look at it.
Oh,
Nothing wrong with that though. I like how the other moves don't show up because they don't. Also, on your OBS display, part of your emulator dropped off on the right hand side.
oh shit.
Yeah, I can tell by the letter A.
Yeah. I
Looks
gotta
like
fix that.
looks like a backwards 1.
Yeah, I gotta fix that because I did that to where like it fit like the overlay all the way. But yeah, I see it now.
Yeah, oh, you're on Link. My
Oh.
strat for Link was equip Paralysis Cure Berry and sweep with Shadow Ball.
Bug Crim, I took a screenshot of the move set before Speed made 3 move changes. So my stream starting soon move set, the move set that you see on my stream, and the move set you see on the D1 stream are all without the backported moves. But don't worry, they are in there. The level 70 move is basically unobtainable.
Yeah,
Growth.
I couldn't get that high of a level, sadly.
Yeah, growth is Calm Mind, and Fire Blast is Mystical Fire. So they were actually pretty much 1-for-1 replacements.
Actually, the level 40 Fire Punch I made Mystical Fire. Growth is Calm Mind. Sacred Fire I made mine. It
Yeah.
still has Fire Blast.
But they were really, really good 1-for-1 replacements.
Yeah. I mean, it really wasn't what I was going for, but I just choose 3 moves and I'm like, huh, what would be a good spot to... And I'm like, let's see, 70 power
Ooh.
move. Fire Punch. Yeah, I can replace that.
Hold on, I'm gonna swap over to my stream starting soon to see what we could have done instead of Lick.
For what? I did not want to backport Astonish. I thought
Wow.
about it, but I'm like, no, I don't want
Those
to
moves
backport
are
Astonish.
really 1-for-1. Holy crap.
Yeah, it feels like a Blacephalon.
Now that I know about the crappiness of Fire Spin, I can save a little bit of time by actually going to the Bellsprout Tower quicker. Also, to heal before going into Bellsprout Tower, use more Lick.
I do that every run I go to Sprout Tower. I always heal.
Well,
first.
I
don't
do
know why you
always
wouldn't
heal,
go in there.
but I meant to say use more Lick, so that way I have Fire Spins for the end of the tower.
That makes sense.
Specifically the level 6 Bellsprouts.
Maybe stop using Scott's overlay. Well, it doesn't help that like Scott's overlay automatically sets his hex speed and stuff. Even when I change the game itself, like we had this problem with Gen 1 when someone else was using Scott's overlay. Even though I changed it in the game itself to make it be instant all the time, it somehow reverted it back to fast. I have no idea how it did it. So I know like with Austin, he uses Scott's overlay. He had to personally take out the part of the code that set his stats just to run it. He had to comment it out.
You mean set the one that set the speed, the text speed, and the set and
Yeah.
shift?
I think just all of them in general, because all the settings are on the same byte of data in the game. So I think it was the whole thing he disabled.
That was a long ass
Oh.
battle.
That is another change that I'm gonna make. Return, not
Struggle.
helpful. Should have used Shadow Ball instead of Return.
Shadow Ball made Lance an absolute joke with a paralysis.
I know.
I ran.
I
out of Shadow
know.
Ball.
Yeah, Calm Mind didn't. Did Calm Mind even help anywhere? The only thing it helped with is red.
Well, for me, Calm Mind helped with the last 3 members of the Elite Four in red.
Yeah, but
I
didn't even have Calm Mind
Do you
yet.
have to watch these credits, or can you just read
No.
No, as soon
Just
as saving is done, you can reset.
Yeah. Instead,
Before
to
the
make it not
Pokemon
count
go
as
on
a
the
reset,
screen. Before the Pokemon go on the screen.
Yeah.
That is when it saves.
Yeah. Yeah, what I do, instead of pressing the reset button, data reset, I just go to the top little menu, click, I think it's called, like, filed and reset, or emulator reset. I don't know, like, I reset via, like, you know, going to the menu bar.
Oh.
Like, no one ever resets
I
that
don't know
method.
if you can speed up that menu, because I vaguely have memories of doing the randomizer where we had to train on the Elite Four members, and it didn't speed up the credits, but you can speed up the red credits by holding B.
I think it's just because it's once you've seen the credits already, you can speed it up. Because I think
No.
if you were to like
No.
remember those runs where we refought Lance? Couldn't you just spam B through that?
No. That's why.
like
Remember when it was a really, really big deal that if I ever used rewind, it broke, and that like killed some runs. Like I had to watch the credits
yeah.
every time. If I could have sped up the credits, it would have been no big deal. I like how he checked every other room.
Didn't we have one crystal randomizer where we had to fight at the Elite Four multiple times? Like, couldn't you press B through the credits? Or you couldn't?
No, it's just the red credits you can hold B.
You can still try to do the reset combo, but resetting through the emulator works. Well, the reason I reset mainly through the emulator is so it doesn't increase the reset counter by 1.
Here's the problem. It was a strictly only randomizer problem. For some reason, when you use the randomizer, and not like the universal Pokemon randomizer, the item randomizer, it breaks the ROM if you ever rewind at any point. And like I will rewind by accident just a few times because of like random spinner or whatever, and it broke the ROM to the point where saving was irrelevant. Basically, your first save was your only save.
Yeah.
So it was basically rewind or nothing at that point.
D1 also does the surf to Surge's gym instead of cutting the tree method.
I mean, I only do that sometimes.
Actually, something I started doing after watching Snowy's sub-hour Kangaskhan run, I mainly watched for like some tricks I could do in the overworld. Apparently what he does is like, you know how like most of our runs we fight Surge as like our last gym leader before Snorlax. Like we don't ever fight Surge right away because he could be hard if you're a lower level because of double team. I fly to the Pokemon Center to Vermilion, right? I actually went all the way to the left, got in the water because I still had the repel active at the time because I just returned the machine part, and then I would go straight down to his gym. Probably doesn't save much time, but
in fact,
just since I had the repel still up,
I basically always make sure that Surge is like the 5th or whatever gym, and this is usually speed related. Even slow Pokemon can't beat Surge when you arrive, but can beat Surge when you push him off to way later. And pushing off to way later is also just kind of, what do you call it, efficient.
Yeah. Actually, yeah. I'm not really a fan of doing Surge first. Like, yeah, like you said, some of his Pokemon are fast. Like, I think some of his Pokemon are faster than some of Lance's Pokemon.
Some?
Really interesting you're doing Sabrina before Erica. I find that interesting.
I think he's just basically doing it in the city order, which is fine.
I think so, yeah. That's fine.
Yeah.
Like, I just haven't seen anyone do that. Usually what most people will do is, like, would beeline straight for Celadon so they can get the leftovers. I wasn't thinking about the reset counter being tied to the combo itself, not a separate button. No, Steve and I have this, where a hotkey will increase the counter and reset the game. But I think Steve has his separate.
I figured out what the reset minus does now, so I can manually type R when I give myself an egg move later.
Oh yeah. You did you go in the gym to like? Oh yeah, power plant, power plant.
Yeah. Ain't played in a hot minute, but I do remember that much with Gen 2.
Hey, at least for the second run, you won't be as rusty. You'll remember some things.
True.
And honestly, looking back at this moveset, like, if I held on to Fire Punch, is there any need for Psychic in the Kanto section?
Why would you ever need Psychic?
I don't know, just because you literally have to pass by the house to get to Lavender, so I was thinking,
I
like,
think Psychic is
actually
just
thought
as
about-
useless as Mystical Fire against Red's team because of the Espeon and the
Yeah.
Snorlax.
kind of frustrating how, like, I know when Scott does his, like, regular, like, crystal runs, he would use a bunch of Psychic types, and, like, their best move is locked away until Kanto when it won't really need it anymore. So it has to use, like, Psybeam League. It's just awful. That's just, like, one way Crystal really nerfs Psychic types, by locking their best move in the post game. D1, you actually don't have to fight that guy.
You don't?
Yeah,
the
he
rocket.
just
You
he
actually
just
don't have to
reveals the
fight him.
information where the machine part is.
Oh, good.
And then he leaves. Just a little tip. Actually, we can't. Yeah, hidden power Psychic. That's a little loophole. Just for these runs, it's all hidden power dark because we don't want to have to think before each run. What's the best hidden power?
No, I don't. I
So,
don't
yeah.
think that's fair.
Yeah.
Because then people in the comment section will be like, but why didn't you use ice? It's clearly better than ground. And then you just have a whole argument of, oh great, now I already did the run and now people are invalidating it.
I still edit hidden power for, like, my normal runs, just for backports. Just keep it the same for everybody, you know?
I
don't wanna
just
think
like
about that stuff.
consistency. For me, it is
Yeah.
on my normal runs. It is a dragon move. It is plain and simple. It really only benefits Pokemon with high special attack that don't get an ice move.
Like Blacephalon.
I hate how you
we're
just
not
said
shiny.
that, but the other caveat is they actually shouldn't have good regular attack too. Because if you have the choice between super effective hidden power dragon or just a regular good power return is better.
HP Ice and Ground are the meta. Honestly, Hidden Power Ground is, like, not as good as people say it is. Like, people say it's good because of, like, Morty and Jasmine. Like, it especially helps Pokemon that don't have a good answer for Morty, but for my Fortress run, even though, like, every other person who's done Fortress, I think it was just Squidgy and Matt. I can't think of any other ones.
And me.
They all used Hidden Power Ground to help with Morty and stuff. Hidden Power Ground, like, it cuts your attack stat from 15 to 12, and your HP stat goes to 7. So, like, I knew Fortress needed all the attack possible for the Rival 2 fight, because you have to use Struggle. So I purposefully did not use Hidden Power Ground. So I had to think of, I had to use other methods to get through those other gyms, and I think it was the right answer.
I've been using Hidden Power Ground a lot on my X and Y runs.
Did you pick up the machine part?
Yes.
Okay.
I think he did that while he was in the gym the first time,
Okay.
kind of like what I
Yeah.
used to. Hidden Power Ground, huh? In X and Y, you don't get Hidden Power to, like, the town with the 7th gym.
Yeah. But I
That's
mean,
pretty damn late.
Holy crap.
re-
His overlay tells him how
Really?
many turns rain is up. Not gonna lie, that would be pretty helpful against Red for this run specifically. So that way, when you go into the next Pokemon, aka the Snorlax, you can still one-shot it.
really, like, hidden power in X and Y runs, it really depends on the Pokemon, but a lot of it is like, will it help against, like, Wickstrom? Or, like, any other, like, problem battles? Like, Talonflame, I
Honestly-
went hidden power electric because I thought it was going to be good against
Honestly,
Seabolt.
I will say, I've only got 2 X and Y runs under my belt, just Hoopa and Charizard. so I really don't have much to say. But I know for Gen 4, for Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, my favorite hidden power is actually Hidden Power Electric, just for Crasher Bake. Gen 5, I actually can't use Hidden Power at all because they locked it in the Battle Subway, and it costs battle points, so I can't get it.
Yeah.
They actually locked away Rest, too. So upset they did that.
They locked away a lot of good TMs in Black 2.
Yeah,
and
oh
White
yeah.
2.
In post-game, too. Like, they locked away Home Claws, Palm Mind, Bulk Up, Swords Dance. Like, all those setup moves are locked in either in the post-game or the Battle Subway. So you really have to think about that, so which I honestly kind of like. Gen 3, I don't really use Hidden Power in Gen 3 much, because most of my Gen 3 is in Fire Red, but you can only get Hidden Power from Pickup, which I banned, because you could use it to farm candy.
I don't play, like, any Gen 3.
That's a good answer.
Hey, Steve has talked about thinking of Fire Red in the future.
It's a very
I got-
distant future.
I got nothing against Gen 3, I just don't play them.
Honestly, when I say, like, Gen 3, I only talk about Fire and Leaf Green. I'm not really a fan of the original games.
On the bright side, I do hear that Scott is working on considering releasing an overlay again. And if he does
Yeah.
have another official release, I'll just use his overlay for Gen 3 because I don't want to edit mine for Gen 3. That just way too much work.
Mean, most of the information's already in the JSON file, though.
Yeah, but then all of those generation checks, we have to add a line for Generation 3. And then you have to also...
Yeah.
You also have to do a whole lot more considerations, and we have to add whole new lines about other stuff that was added to the game.
Yeah, he will re-release it once he releases the new game hook, basically under a different name.
Yeah, they're
Also,
he's still
D1,
working
you
on
can
that.
actually just go down the ledges and not fight them.
Yeah, I remembered that after I fought him.
Oh boy, no
Yes,
mystical
I like Gen
fires
3
for
only plays the Gen 1 region.
Magnemites.
Hey. Annie, you're the same person who calls Heart Gold Gen 4. Just saying, you can't attack me for that.
Heart Gold is Gen 2 through and through. It's Gen 2 plus.
What? You talk to the blue-haired guy, D1.
Yeah, I know. You're like kind of.
You know, he's got highlights technically, and his shoes are blue.
You talked to the radio guy like 3 times. He's like, "Hey, leave me alone. You're talking to him a 4th time. Stop talking to him.
You're behind, bro. Like,
stop. Hey, YouTube has like YouTube's got like a 10-second delay with the stream. It's not my fault.
Yeah, I know.
You just talked to the guy 5 times.
Yeah, you don't gotta point it out.
You already got the expansion card. Why are you still talking to the staff?
This is great.
Shut up.
That was so fun.
Man, I just tried this new Dr. Pepper flavor for the first time just now. Dr. Pepper strawberry and cream. It's actually pretty good.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
You can't get that at Wendy's.
I didn't know if I would like it.
Ew, Wendy.
Oh, Steve, at Wendy's, did you ever try their orange creamsicle Frosty?
Yes.
They had it a limited time. I tried it one time. It
just tastes like orange
tasted
sherbet.
pretty good. Yeah. Do you notice whenever they have a limited edition flavor, they always sack the vanilla?
I did not notice that. I would assume that vanilla would be their like most used flavor.
No, most of their limited flavors, they usually just mix with the.
Oh.
They only ever have like 2 slots.
Like how
so that way
all
they
the
always
pop,
keep the chocolate.
like how all of the pop is actually mixed with water.
You mean syrup?
No, well,
Might be water.
no,
actually.
no, it's syrup and water. It's like 70% water.
Oh.
Actually, more like
I don't
75.
dismiss Sinnoh when I talk about Gen 4. You dismiss Hone talking about Gen 3. Yeah,
Ooh,
okay, I get what you mean.
If people are watching my stream, I'll show you what pop's made out of.
Are you gonna show your little like pop mixer thing you bought?
my
Oh,
whole
no.
2.5
Okay.
gallons. This is Coke Zero.
What? Ew. Is that like syrup or like the actual
Yeah,
soda?
yeah, it's syrup.
Oh, dude. Oh, dude, that looks sick.
Fill the water about yay high. And then the difference between the water and the lid is syrup. So it's about 80% water.
So you mix your own water and syrup to make your own Coke?
Yeah, but there's a middle step of adding the carbonation, but yes.
Annie, I think most pop machines store the syrup in a bag.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say most, I'd say
Yeah.
all.
Well, I don't know. There might be that one little weird shop.
It gets mixed at some point, whether it's at the factory for cans and all of that, or it gets mixed from the machine, or it gets mixed by you. But it gets mixed. Trust me, it's water and syrup. It doesn't come made.
I know it's water and syrup, but like seeing that you just randomly keep a bag of Coke Zero syrup nearby.
Whoa. Okay, let's not call it random. I'll show you why I keep a bag.
Oh no, do I want to see it?
I kind of want to bring a stream up so I can see this.
I already have both.
I
streams
pour
up anyway.
it in this thing. I pour the syrup from the bag in this thing, and when the tap runs out, or when it runs out, I fill it up again. And then
So is that container just pure syrup?
yeah, from the bag.
What the frick, Steve? Oh no, not another bag.
Dude, it looks like you have shit water just chilling in your house.
Kinda does.
But anyways, I mean, it's really simple. You fill the water bottle, you stick
Is
it.
that what you take a dump in so you don't have to go to the bathroom?
No, Steve, you don't know Steve. Like once a week, he uses the bathroom like 10 times in a single day.
So
I don't know why.
it's a
just
weird
how he does it.
situation. All right, imagine how many times a person takes a normal dump. Would you say what, 3-4 times a week?
I'd say maybe once a day.
Honestly, for
Wait.
me, it's twice a day.
What? Wait, normal people go
I don't
that
remember when
that
I was
often?
there.
Shit.
You know what's funny?
So even though I'm abnormal, I'm still taking half as many dumps as normal people?
Wait, like how many shits do you take a week?
One. Oh, well, so I take a shit once a week, but it's like 4 times that one day.
Reminds me of that one episode of Family
What
Guy.
the fuck is your diet like?
Okay, no, I don't know why
Chicken.
it works this way. It just does. So on Wednesday, I hang out with my family and we go to like a Mexican restaurant or we go out to eat or whatever. I have a big meal. That's usually what enables the crap to come out. So the first one's big, then it gets smaller, and then it gets smaller, and then the last one is just basically water at that point. But it's just once a week.
Oh my god.
Things I wish I didn't hear.
But you're telling me even though I
Yeah,
technically
funny.
take 4 in a week, I'm still taking less than normal people?
You know, Steve, we actually had a joke for that in our household when we were younger, because some of my family used to have like constipation issues. You know, my dad would always say, "We need to take you to the doctor, Mr. Farfarboopin."
I mean, I can give you one reason, one very definitive reason why it happens. I
Steve, you need to eat
basically
some
have no
prunes.
fiber in my diet. Fiber like greases like it to come out.
Bro, I think my fiance shits more than you do.
But pretty women don't
Everyone
shit.
Don't
This
poop.
is a myth that
Everyone
was
does
so
it
well
more.
known that even
It's cute.
Mythbusters tested it. Did you know pretty women don't fart? They actually tested that on Mythbusters.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, they
They
probably had paid
absolutely
actors
did.
on that
Yeah,
one.
I'm not even
I'm gonna
kidding.
say
It was
that
one of
that's
those
bullshit.
weird episodes where they do like 3 myths in one episode. But basically, they just got the female lead who's very pretty. Her name was Carrie. They stuck her in a bathtub until she eventually farted, and then you saw the bubble come up, and you're like, proof, it happens.
How do you know like some of the other guests that farted more? How do you know they didn't have like Taco Bell before that show?
The myth was pretty women don't fart like at all. It doesn't matter what the circumstances were.
Yeah,
That sounds like That sounds like something you would hear on a playground from a
Guys,
7-year-old boy.
2004 was a weird time.
Yeah,
Mythbusters
Mythbusters
only
is that
had
old?
high school.
the Mythbusters
Mythbusters that
only
old?
had the early internet to go off of. They're like, hey, post myths on our website, and then we'll do them. And then then they start running out of like good myths, and then you get with the pretty women don't fart myth.
Is
Yeah.
Mythbusters that old?
Bro,
Am I just
they're so
old?
old. Two of the Mythbusters are dead.
I was gonna say
I did know that.
Mythbusters might be older than you.
Maybe. Like, I only ever watched them for the first time in middle school. I thought they came out in like
Okay.
the 2010s.
This is a Googleable
Ew.
thing. I want to say my guess is 2002.
Oh my.
I think that's a fair guess. I'll guess 2000.
And besides, what you said about the two being dead, weren't those the like they were some of the more younger ones, not like the two main guys. I think they're both still alive.
I
At
mean,
least I
What
didn't
were
hear
their
about
names?
them dying.
Adam and
Okay.
Jamie, I think.
Yeah, I think it was. I really liked Jamie.
2003.
I really liked Jamie
was-
during the show.
I was 1 year off.
Oh my god, I did not realize the show was that old.
Weren't you born in 2003?
Too.
95.
Oh. Jesus.
For the hey D1, for the year you were born, do we need to use BC or AD?
BC.
So you were born in negative 1982 BC.
Yes.
Is that actually correct?
No, I
Boy.
was born in 89.
I really thought you were gonna go in a different
I
direction.
really insult.
I thought you
No,
were gonna
89.
say where's your birth date before the zeros or something like that.
No, at my last job, it's funny, this one old lady was like,
Oh,
does your birth date end in 1990 something? And I was like, LOL, no. It ends in 1980 something. And she's like, really? And I was like, yeah, here you go. Here's my driver's license. And she's like, oh, I'm sorry.
oh, Andrew
Funny,
Palmer.
I watched this. Sorry.
No, he just brought up. Remember the show 1,000 Days to Die? That's just called every cop
1,000
show ever now.
1,000 Ways to Die. Wasn't that just some like YouTube comedy series or a bunch of, like,
No, it was.
memes?
They basically just took the funniest deaths that have ever happened, and then they made a show about it. Like I remember, here's an episode of 1,000 Ways to Die. A javelin teacher was teaching students how to throw a javelin, so they threw a javelin, and they had their head turned around as they were going to go retrieve the javelin because they were talking to students, impaled themselves in the head.
Jesus
Ouch.
fuck.
Oh jeez. Oh, what I was saying. I saw this one skit. This one guy did. I was scrolling through my shorts feed, and I saw this one guy doing a skit where he was like at the alcohol store buying some beer, and then the guy's like, "May I see your ID?" And the guy's like, "Sure." And then he had it for like quarter of a second. He's like, "All right, here you go." And the guy was like, "Well, that was quick." And then the cashier said, "Well, I saw the 19 in there, so."
Annie, it's been that way forever. It's not going to
Is
change.
she questioning you on your?
She's
questioning
questioning me
your
on the
food
dumb thing. I'm
habits?
telling you, it's just the way it is.
Why is this the kind of stuff we need to bring up?
It's the way it is.
God. What's your moveset? Shadow Ball, Rest, Mystical Fire, Calma. That was mostly what my moveset was, except instead of Mystical Fire, I had Fire Blast. Because I chose to delete Fire Punch. Not a good idea.
Yeah, I deleted Fire Punch before the league. and it
Honestly,
was
in the
not a
next
good
run,
idea.
I don't think I'll even teach Mystical Fire at all. I'm just going to skip with Fire Punch until Red.
I'll probably just roll Fire Punch and Flame Wheel.
I will probably also run Fire Punch and double PP up it, because there were a lot of fights there in the end game I had to just use Return for because I wasn't going to use one of my 14 Mystical Fires.
Yeah.
Plus, PP was a real problem in that that period of time where there's the whole Misty thing, because you got to do like all of the training and then do Misty, and it's like I didn't have enough PP for that
Yep.
because of hypnosis.
I'm surprised none of you guys tried to use hypnosis.
I used
I put it on
hypnosis
my
like the whole
moveset,
run.
but
Yeah, and how'd that go for you?
You know, when it didn't miss 3 times first, fine.
It's a health hazard. Well, it's Steve's problem, not.
I don't know if it's a health hazard.
What's a
It's
health
very
hazard?
normal.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so
I mean, I drink like
the
12 to
one day I
14
gotta go
cups of
though,
water
I
a day.
really gotta go. So it became a problem in college like once. One time, like I was in the middle of an exam and I had to go to the bathroom like 4 times, and I think the professor was extremely suspicious.
What? That you were doing like heroin or something?
What?
in the
No, that I
school
was
for that
cheating. It
time?
was an exam. It's very normal to leave the class 4 times in general. Whether you're doing cell
what's
phone
funny
stuff or
about
the
the-
bathroom, professors don't question you unless there's an exam.
is that
know
how
what's
they
funny?
roll at the Ohio State University?
I guess it really depends on the professor, because sometimes it's a little bit more intrusive when the doors are closed.
Man, what's all this college stuff you guys speak of? I've never been to such thing.
It's a wild
waste of
time.
money.
It is, truly. Do I think
Yeah.
I'm smarter because of college? No. Do I
College
think
just
I
makes
can
people
recognize random situations better that absolutely do not persist in life? Yes. I was literally just having a talk with my accounting manager yesterday, literally yesterday. I was like, hey, in college, in accounting they teach you intercompany transfers should be zeroed out, so that way a company doesn't profit off of transferring inventory. But we sell stuff to our other location all the time for money, and it goes on our statement. It feels very illegal. But my accounting manager is like, no, here's the thing, you're allowed 3%, you're allowed to make up to 3% profit. And then I'm like, okay, whatever, you apparently got this handled. I don't think this is what they taught me in college. And that is the one time something college ever came up.
College just makes people really dumb, especially some of the classes they offer. Like, this is like at a few specific colleges. There's this one college that has a class on Taylor Swift and Lady Gaga. I am not kidding.
What the fuck?
Those are
Yeah,
called
so, like,
electives, and electives don't matter. You're confusing actual
But,
classes
yeah.
with fun classes. Bro, I took
Here's the thing, though. Why do you
racquetball.
need to? Yeah, but why do you need to take fun classes when
I
you're
took-
paying like 50 grand a year to go
I
to
took-
college?
I took racquetball, volleyball, and football as college
Those
classes.
are sports.
Yes,
those
and
are
I took them,
sports.
and they counted towards graduation.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna sit in the classroom and learn about.
Here's the thing though,
like-
the fun classes,
I don't know.
they really f you over on those fun classes, because so the way the credit system kind of works is 1 credit is about 1 hour a week ish, but those fun classes, they're 3 to 1. So like for every 1 hour I spend in a normal class that, like, you know, where I'm learning math related stuff, that's 1 credit, but I have to spend 3 hours of hitting balls to get 1 credit.
I mean, here's the difference though. Like those like fun classes, elective classes, at least they provide a useful skill, like being good at a sport. Like when I think of elective classes, like I would think like art, like mechanics, welding, stuff, like at least something that can give you a useful skill. Like, why would you want to take an elective on learning about pop singers?
I mean, I don't absolutely know what you're talking about, but I can only assume it wasn't just Taylor Swift. It was probably, there were more artists involved, and it was more of like a history,
the number
and
one thing.
there's
But
more
no, like,
more
the class-
genre
I
and
watched-
history related aspects to the class.
No, but like maybe, but like I watched like video of like the college students describing what the class is, almost all of them talked about Taylor Swift. Like they wouldn't talk about any other artist. Like I watched them describe what the class is.
Okay, well, you know
I
what?
think it was somewhere on the
There are tiny colleges out there that can do whatever the crap they want. I went to the
Yeah,
Ohio
but-
State University. That crap doesn't fly over there.
Well,
Yeah,
I
it was
mean,
probably some random
it's
state
crap
Yeah,
college.
instead I had one of the classes I really considered taking was skydiving class.
Why do they offer
But the
skydiving?
reason I was considering taking it is I'm like, okay, I bet you at the very end we probably get to skydive once, and I bet you that they get paid for by the university. No, you have to pay for it. So the difference between essentially speedrunner going to go skydiving and me going skydiving is I have to take literal courses and learn like methodologies and learn for hours upon hours. And speedrunner can just go pay to do it.
It would probably cost you way less money and be way more productive if you
That
just
was the same.
got a private tutor.
I
The
took
that
a
crap.
fencing class in college.
college fun stuff. All right,
Not really. All right,
I'm gonna
let me
hit
know
the
you two are ready.
restroom.
If by fun
okay.
you mean waste of money,
It's an absolute waste of money. It doesn't get you anywhere either for most jobs. Like most people, like a lot of people's like jobs, what positions they have, they're not supposed to require a degree, but lots of employers just started requiring them just because a lot of them are too lazy to train their own employees. They want someone who's pre-trained.
I mean, a lot of these places too are like, yeah, you know, we want you to have a master's, 10 years experience, and we're gonna
Be
start you
upfront.
at $40,000 a year, and it's like,
That
thanks,
that's
that can't
that
pay
stuff.
shit.
Yeah, exactly. It's only ever worth to go to college if you want to be a doctor or a STEM scientist. Pretty much it. So you kind of need to go do it if you're going to be having a position where people's lives are in your hands. Like, you better know what you're doing.
What time is it?
Same time as yesterday, but 24 hours later.
It is, holy shit,
Okay.
11:30.
So I will agree that college isn't necessarily super helpful, but I will disagree that it is completely useless. Because
I didn't say completely.
okay, well, the reason why
said
I'm
for most
I'm
careers.
literally talking about this is a general statement. This isn't this major thing. College teaches you to listen to somebody, which is basically your boss, to follow instructions, which is basically your training in school or training like at your position at whatever job you get, and follow the instructions to a T, which is basically taking exams. So it does mimic real life in a way. It just doesn't like the stuff they teach you doesn't matter, but the
You do realize all that
actual
stuff.
skill of regurgitating information, I'm telling you, there's a lot of dumbasses in this world. The people that flunk out of college are those dumbasses that cannot regurgitate information or set their own schedule because they can't study. Like it's
You do realize all that stuff can be learned in 12 years of grade school.
no. Have you met some people?
Yes, unfortunately.
Some
College
people
ain't gonna make those people better.
exactly,
not
and
make
those
those
people
people
don't
better.
deserve a degree.
All right, you two ready? We're waiting too long.
Okay, sorry, you're right.
I'm
let me-
actually gonna
uh,
hop off because it's late as
you know,
fuck.
okay.
That's okay. Steve and I will just do our second run. It was
But
nice
I
racing with
will-
you.
Likewise, I will chill in the chat. And for
Okay.
anybody still watching, I'm going to show you. Oh yeah, set up a poll for y'all stream.
Oh,
I see Andrew Palmer commented that in Steve. So
Let me make a poll.
what
really
did
quick.
we get?
I got a 109.
y'all got some good ass.
Oh
scores,
right,
I'll
we did
say
get
that.
109. All right. Can
Well,
I
so
Got
save?
my under to
Still
106.
How can I save
Let me
5
show
minutes?
you a little something I'm working on. Y'all can expect this to come out probably by Monday. And if you want to see another one I'm working on, I still have to work on the thumbnail, but that's for when football season starts.
Oh, you mean soccer? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Oh my God. I just saw on Reddit that the English actually invented the word soccer. They did it. Apparently, they a slang term was a sock back in the day, and then they added added to stuff for no reason. So they created soccer. And then they decided to go back to football. So it's their own fault that it's screwed up.
So you're saying, never mind.
I'm
I wouldn't have come out
under
right.
106.
All right, I'm ready.
Okay.
All right, you guys. Have fun
Alright.
racing. I think I'm going to. Who should I root for?
I don't know. Just
That's gonna be my closing
make sure
poll.
to.
I already
just
won
when
my
you get
prediction.
A chance, like later, when you get a chance, like later or like tomorrow or something, be sure to tell us like what Pokemon you want to do next. You can go to Red and Blue if you want. That's probably what you want to stick with.
Probably until I get more crystal runs under my belt.
Yeah.
I will say that since I'm getting married at the end of the month, I won't be available till August because I got a bunch of like last minute wedding shit I have to take care of.
Okay, so yeah, just let us know when you'd be available.
Will do.
All right, talk to you later.
Take care, y'all.
All right, you ready?
Yep.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, already screwed up. Accidentally almost picked girl. That could have been a disaster.
But when you surf
How is
around
that a
your
disaster?
But hey, when you surf around, your Lapras is actually blue and not red.
I'm not a girl.
I hate red Lapras.
I mean, neither am I. I always plays the girl character.
Don't
Okay.
you want to save some time on that dialogue?
You guys are clearly role playing different than I do. Next thing you're gonna tell me, when you play stuff like Fable, you play evil.
I
Play
mean,
evil?
I've never played Fable.
Okay, in a
would.
game where you're given decisions that can result in good things happening or bad things happening to other characters, like let's say Skyrim, do you just go around killing people for the heck of it?
I
Yeah,
actually,
fine.
when I
That
started
don't
playing
hit
for
you
the
first, by the
time-
way.
When I was playing for the first time, I actually kept trying to pickpocket people, including the guards.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
Actually,
that's a foreign.
here's a funny thing I did. I was in one of the major towns. I think it was called White something. It was like one of the early settlements.
Oh, Whiterun?
Yeah, Whiterun. It was late at night. I was trying to see like what buildings I could get into, and I ended up finding the general store, and for some reason it was locked. So I tried picking the lock right in front of the guard, and I realized it was locked because it was nighttime and the shop was closed. So I had to pay my bounty in order to let me go. It was
See,
awesome.
these are decisions that just don't go through my head. I play things very legally.
Yes, legally, as in like you
Not
carry your
fun.
sword in. You know, there was actually some guy in the UK in the last few days. He got arrested for carrying a replica Master Sword in public.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, good
I'm
for
not
him.
kidding.
Some guy I went to high school with got arrested because he brought a sword to like show people, and like someone called the cops on him, and they were like, "Hey, we realize you're an idiot teen, but like
What if
that's a fucking
I
weapon."
told you I did that too?
I mean,
What if I told you
I
I
mean, a lot of-
absolutely basically did that? It wasn't a sword though, as big as a sword, but it was a knife. I bought a replica knife that was rubber, and I was showing it to other people because it was super cool. And a teacher saw it, and they're like, "Oh no, this is really, really bad." And then they told me I didn't have to go to school for the day, and they called in my parents.
I'm surprised you didn't get expelled.
I was in 5th grade.
I'm surprised you didn't get expelled.
Let's see, in 5th grade I would have been like 9, so I guess this was 2004. Dude, different times,
Oh,
man.
Jesus.
Yes, the good old years of 2004 when I haven't even said my first words yet.
The good old years of 2004 when I was a freshman in high school.
Wow.
So why did an oldie like you start playing Pokemon?
Because I started playing it when I was 9 in like the late 90s.
I mean, most kids who started playing, I think, were like 5. So 9 years
I mean,
old, that's like double the age.
People keep telling me
that's
I'm
when it
lucky.
came to
I mean,
US.
I didn't like do anything with the knife. I was just showing people. Maybe I could have gotten expelled if I were like, swinging it at people. That would be a very
Like that.
different thing than showing it to somebody.
I mean, zero tolerance is zero tolerance.
Actually, when schools say zero tolerance, they actually mean zero tolerance for defending yourself against a bully. That's what they mean. Because you notice they never expel the bully. Always the nerdy kid who fights back. I'm saying it does it every time.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Yeah. It's
It's
happened
'cause
at
when
my
the-
school plenty of times. You know what's funny? Kids used to throw food at me during lunch, and no teacher would ever see it or do anything about it. And at one point, when it was happening, I almost went up to actually go beat those guys up, and my friend actually had to stop me because it wasn't worth it. Because I'm sure if I had kept going with it, I would have been sent to the principal's office if I had done it.
Andrew,
I'm sure I would have.
I think you missed the point. I think you missed the part where I said mine was rubber. This was not a real knife. It was rubber.
I mean,
Steve, why are you bringing rubbers to school?
before I hop off, Andrew Palmer, just to piggyback off yours a little bit, my fiance, she used to be a teacher at a charter school in Detroit, and a kid legit brought like a loaded gun to her school, and his locker was right outside her classroom.
I have to get out of Sprout Tower to heal at the center. I ran out of fire spins. And I can't beat the Hoodoo.
And the
I'll
only
just-
reason like they found it, the only reason they found it was because he like asked to be excused to go use the bathroom, and like a bullet fell out of his desk, and another student was like, "Oh my god, what the fuck is this?" And this was like 2 weeks after the Oxford shooting.
Is that a city in California?
It's a city in Michigan, and it.
I'm probably thinking of what's the town called? Oxnard? Probably what I'm thinking.
Yeah, Oxford, Michigan, back in 2001. If you Google it, this kid brought a fucking gun to school that his parents bought him.
Oh my god. I just realized something. I never got the knife back.
Really?
I just now realized I never got it back. We kept
It
it.
took you how many years to realize that?
Well, I mean,
Oh my god.
it was just
I've
cool.
gotten 4 resets early on just because I keep running out of fire spin.
Needless to say, my fiance is very happy she doesn't teach in Detroit anymore and is like at a good school in like a good city.
Why do
What?
people still live there?
Detroit is known as one of the most best societies to live in.
I mean, as for why people live there,
I mean, just look at how
do
many
people
buildings
live
are
in-
still intact.
I was gonna say, why do people live in like ghetto rundown cities in your state? That's the
What ghetto
best-
rundown cities?
Oh, there are definitely that's called Youngstown in my state.
I
The
was
whole
gonna
city.
say, I won't say your state speed, but I really don't know what the hell is out there.
All I know is you do not want to be caught trespassing.
I assume you'll just get shot.
Yep. There's Ember, finally.
Let's see.
I'm probably losing this run.
My parents used to have two houses in Youngstown, which was a two and a half hour drive away from our house. One of them got, after we got it Section 8 approved and we got our first tenant, we had the house for 1 month. This girl broke up with her boyfriend and the boyfriend burned the house down.
Ouch.
Yeah.
That guy didn't take it well.
The other house, we had a tenant for a very long time. They eventually bought the house from us, and we allowed them to. But Youngstown is a city where every building has bulletproof glass. Whether it's a bank or a McDonald's, you know, bulletproof glass between you and the cashier.
You know the saying, can't have in Detroit? Yeah, that came from a Facebook post where someone got their porch stolen. Really?
One last thing I'll say before signing off is, and I apologize to my friend if he ever hears me say this, but St. Patrick's Day, his mom got fucking so plastered, she drove through someone's fucking porch. I shouldn't fucking laugh at that. But then she had the audacity to be like, it wasn't my fault.
Sounds like something you'd see on live TV.
Does she also think that pot should still be banned?
She was like, yes, I had a lot to drink, and yes, I drove, but I was tired. It wasn't my fault. And we're just like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
It wasn't her fault. Did you just hear her?
That sounds like something you see on live TV.
Haven't you heard the phrase "believe all women"? You can't say no. Steve, where are you?
So, Steve, where are you at right now?
Oh, I just beat Bugsy.
I'm a bit behind you. I had 5 resets before Faulkner.
Yeah.
I kept running out of fire spins, and I kept missing fire spins, running out of power points on normal types.
So basically my first run.
Yep.
That's all right. You won't pick up headbutt, right? Because you refuse to? Correct,
I don't
right?
know anymore.
You're not going to pick up headbutt because of twin needle reasons, right?
I don't have a twin needle reason against headbutt.
I don't know. I've heard you say it's not a good move many times.
Well, I just hate how out of the way headbutt is.
Uh-huh.
It's like a whole nother repel.
Yup. Just one repel for a 70 power move.
Nah, I'm not getting it.
You heard, guys, you better hold him to that.
Yeah, what would I even need headbutt for? Tell me right now.
Everything?
No.
What did you use to defeat Whitney then?
I should have used Fire Punch, but I had Ember, but I will use Fire Punch. Okay, gotta sell X. Oh, no, not that many. Get 7 escape ropes and 8 repels. Hacking with pretty much.
Again, I got poisoned by the first Grimer. Man, it is a good thing I just started adding this full heal to my route.
Did I? Oh, I never found a Bellsprout. Hey, Oddish, nice.
So I started.
Crit the Oddish with Lick. I just crit the Oddish with Lick.
Nice. You know that first.
That is not fair.
You know that first cut tree?
Yeah.
All right. After you pass the Celebi house, before the water, there's a hidden item. I'm sure you know, since for the full item randomizer, that first item that's hidden is a full heal, and I have found it to be extremely helpful in like all my runs. Shockingly.
I don't know how you said Lick is good to catch the Oddish. All of my Licks one-shot every
I didn't say that.
I found.
I said Nightshade.
I thought you said Lick.
I said Nightshade.
So that's what I get for not wanting Nightshade.
I absolutely 100%.
I always knew the full heal was there. I actually forgot what it was. I actually thought it was another super potion. So I'm like, why get a super potion?
Yep, that full heal is a very, very good item. Very happy.
This game This game, for some reason, gives you lots of full heals. I don't think Gen 1 we get a single full heal anywhere. Said lick and...
I absolutely did not say lick. I didn't even have lick to say lick. You can't trick me to say I said lick because I didn't have lick. There's no way lick would have been on my brain. And if I did say lick, then my brain and my mouth were not agreeing.
Oh, dang, another +1 here.
Although, if you do clip the part where I said lick and I ended up saying lick, I will give you $1. I'll give Speed $1 because I can't directly give Annie $1.
I'm not willing to go through that stuff for $1. I make that my job in how long? 3 minutes? No, that doesn't sound right. No, 3 minutes sounds right. Whatever 16 divided by 60 is. That's how much I make him.
I can't remember how much money I make. I think it's
First
somewhere
world problems.
it's somewhere between $22 and $23 an hour. I think it might be 23.
Nice. My friend from high school, I still talk with him quite regularly. He makes like double the money I do. He probably makes more than you do.
Maybe.
Yeah, he works at a lumber mill.
Trade. I don't know if that's a trade or not. I know trade stuff pays pretty decent.
It's not really a trade. They actually train you on the spot. You don't have to go to trade school for it.
Oh.
They just hire people on the spot. They start you off at like $22 an hour, and after a certain amount of time, you get all their benefits.
I mean, I do know I will eventually get the option to be promoted and then make good money, but until that happens, I'm just making whatever I make.
Did you still get the claw, Steve?
See, actually, I think I forgot. A lot of people would be mad that my sister, who is, by the way, 10 years younger than me, I'm 29, so she is 19. Yeah, she's 19. She makes $20 an hour, and I make 23 with a college degree, and she doesn't have a college degree. A lot of people would be mad about that. I'm actually just very happy for her. She is a manager at a restaurant, or sorry, assistant manager at a restaurant. It was her first job too.
Position of a... That's nice. You stay at your first job enough, and you can work your way up.
Yeah. Apparently, she's seen literal hundreds of people who start and quit that job, and she's the only one who stayed.
Honestly, I kind of see myself doing that. Like, technically, my job wasn't my first; it's my second job. And I've seen a lot of different people. My plan is to stay there long enough for like some of the managers there in the different departments to retire. So that way, I'll have some of the highest amount of work experience, and I might be fine for it.
Yeah. The only advice I would give you is just don't go doing like make sure that somebody who is above you knows that you want a promotion. Like you're working for a promotion, you have the experience for a promotion, and they might just make a role for you, or the moment the role becomes available, then you can get it. But don't just be like the guy who expects the promotion, because that you might just not get it because they might not think of you.
You know what's funny? I actually kind of do that every day. The first one you said.
Yeah.
I'm always joking around, like I'm like, man, I do such a good job here. I'm gonna be all your bosses one day, and they're like, yeah, you're gonna be in boss of us. And
yes.
This one manager, this one guy I work with, like we both work for like dairy and frozen departments, so we both work together every day. And then I ask him how he's been having like some pain in his knees lately because he's got Parkinson's. And almost every day I'd ask him, hey, how's your Parkinson's doing? You thinking of retiring yet? And he's like, no, not yet. we've known each other for years. He knows I joke at this point.
I do know that I technically will be up for promotion at least at 7 years, because the accounting manager plans on retiring in 7 years. So when she quits, our company actually does hire within. So I will actually be considered for senior accountant, but that's 7 years from now.
I don't know. He's like 55, I think, but I don't know. I know some managers are retiring. Like, I know the weekend guy's gonna retire in a few years, but I don't think I'll be trusted with that level of a job. So I'm counting on some of the lower tier managers to retire. But even then, like, I get paid a lot for my position.
Oh,
Like, my position's like kind of a basic position, but they have me just doing a lot of different stuff. So like, that's why I make such good money. I died to water gun. I'll do the research.
I almost died to Morty's Shadow Ball.
Ouch.
It almost one-shot me from full HP.
Yeah, this is gonna have more resets than my first run.
Oh, I didn't mean battle that guy. If he knocks me out, I'm gonna be so pissed.
Huh, light screen actually really helps with the Vaporeon person.
Oh. What if I told you she just missed her sand attack and she was just a 2-shot for me?
She never used sand attack, it was all water gun.
Oh, dude,
Yeah,
all of them start with sand attack for me.
Yeah, guys, I'm effectively just playing to play, because Steve's already a whole badge ahead of me. I don't see how to catch up.
Yep, been there.
Thank you for stopping by us down, Annie. Have the rest of your night.
Playing to play, I am very familiar with the position.
Yeah, what I'll just say is, like, when I started my current job, I think I was what grade was that? No, my very first job I was like I was a junior, I think. My current job I was a senior. I started working there in like late 2020. I started at that job. I effectively had to take a pay cut for my first job, where I like cleaned hotel rooms and like I cleaned rooms at the mill where my friend works at, the break rooms and stuff, because I was at a cleaning company. I took a pay cut from $9.50 to $8 an hour to switch over to that job. But within a 3-year period, I've gotten like 4 or 5 separate raises. So now I make double what I started in just 3 years.
Nice.
I need to use it.
I had so many crappy jobs. In hindsight, I should have just picked a fast food job and stuck with it. But
I would not want
normal
to run fast
people
food.
like fast food's the worst. In hindsight, I should not have believed those people. Fast food is not the worst. The jobs that I had were so much more work than fast food. When you start fast food, you pretty much don't have to leave with a worry in your head unless you're like assistant manager or whatever. Bruh, I worked at a mental institution and a nursing home, yeah. And those jobs, some things you have to remember the very next day, because like people like have routines and bad way of explaining. Anyways, you have to do things the very next day, and like you can't. Oh god. Oh my god. I just battled a very skippable trainer in the water 3 times in a row.
You're already in the water. You finished the lighthouse?
Yep.
Oh my gosh,
Yes.
You're more ahead of me
But
than I
anyways,
thought.
fast food, you go in, you leave, your day is done. You like the worst thing you could do is be like, okay, I skipped mopping. I hope nobody noticed.
Right. But no, like what people think of fast food is all the awful people that are customers, like all the Karens you gotta deal with. I mean, if you're in the back doing the cooking, it may not be that bad. But then again, like if you're a really busy like fast food place and you're constantly making orders, no time to rest, can overwhelm.
But yeah, so I believed teenagers, and I just shouldn't have. All teenagers are gonna think all jobs suck. So I ventured out and I got things that are worse than fast food. They paid the same too.
No, I know my brother tried to get a job at a local fast food place. Think of like the most poorly mismanaged fast food restaurant you ever worked at or been to, and multiply it by 4. That's how bad it was. Like, it's so bad. It was such a bad place in terms of management. Like, half of the staff will be outside smoking, and they just leave a complete newbie to take care of a lunch rush. That was basically how they treated him.
That's so not cool.
No. He was really upset about it, too, because it was his first job, and he wanted to make a good impression.
What is it like when Chuck doesn't get a crit surf? He's crit surfed twice in a row now.
Speaking of Chuck, I just realized I need to teach Shadow Ball now.
Oh my god, and then the third time I'm like, okay, screw it, we're gonna set up light screen. If he gets a crit surf, we're at least gonna be able to survive it. Didn't even hit me.
You know what's funny? He would often try to do the mind reader hypnosis strat.
I wish he would try that.
Funnily enough, with the accuracy debuffs, even with mind reader, hypnosis still has a 75% chance. Because the 25% is built in no matter what.
I wonder if I should consider getting hidden power while I'm here, because it's actually kind of useful. Because
I only really
it's not
got it because I deleted my fire.
Well, it's useful because the Blastoise resists the fire, and I mean that's really the only reason.
I guess that's a good point. You can't just get crits on Blastoise like I did.
That's all right. I picked up TM10. Not too big of a deal.
All right. Fire punch. Primer,
Oh, interesting.
light screen, spam Shadow Ball.
I got a notification on my PC that my Malwarebytes free trial is going to end in 5 days. I didn't even know I had a free trial. Guess my brother must have installed Malwarebytes on my PC when he did the fresh reinstall of Windows.
Half of those like free antivirus things are themselves.
Well, Malwarebytes is I mean, my brother's an IT person. Malwarebytes is like the cream of the crop.
What does that mean?
It's the best. Like it's not a joke. It's like the best of the best.
Really?
But I do know what you're talking about. You're talking about is it freaking Norton? McAfee and Norton. Yeah, those two.
McAfee.
I mean, McAfee is the virus antivirus, and Norton's just the annoying one that's not really that good.
Raikou. I found Raikou.
Oh, did you catch it?
Oh, no, I failed. I was wondering how I encountered something. Like, I thought I had the repel active, and I technically did.
I guess I shouldn't say Norton's a virus antivirus. It's just one of the. It's like the most overrated, most popular one.
Be a real man. Like, you don't need no antivirus. Just don't be an idiot on the internet.
That's what I do. I just think twice whenever I download anything.
It's like the antiviruses on my computer just piss me off. Like whenever I tried to download like, the newest game hook at the time, it's like, hey, this might be a scam.
I'm so safe. I disable my firewall most of the time because the only things that I download, the firewall gets in the way.
Yeah. Really.
I mean, I would not recommend that for anybody. A lot of people download a lot of things without thinking about it. Like they don't think that they're downloading anything. In hindsight, oh yeah, you did download something. No, I definitely think about it, and this is the reason why I think about it is because I got a lot of viruses early in life, so I have kind of gotten hyper aware of it. Like hyper aware of whenever I download something to know exactly what I'm downloading, to make sure that I'm downloading the correct thing that
You know what the worst one is though? whenever you try to like go to a website where you can like download something, and then it would take you to a new page, and then there would be a download button disguised as an ad, and it makes users try to click on it, would take you to a
Oh,
virus.
yeah, that stopped
You know, that-
happening when I installed AdBlock like forever ago.
Well, yeah, like duh, but like before I started using AdBlock, I used to get them.
Oh, dude, I remember. I did the same thing. Well, that caused one of my viruses. I absolutely clicked on the big green download button when in
It's the same
hindsight,
one.
what I was supposed
Yeah.
to click wasn't even a download button. It was supposed to be the magnet button.
Normally, like the website it would be in was one that would auto download, but it still put the button there anyway. Try and trick someone.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
I just
yeah, if you
licked
wanna be
something off
careful
of my
online-
lips and it was juicy, but I didn't eat anything. I think that was a fly.
Oh, that's gross.
Like a tiny like baby fly. Cuz they've been flying all around. Remember that fly that I swatted on like I mentioned last stream? Let's just say before it had its last hurrah and I killed it, there are lots of gnats all around. So it clearly left with babies.
It's probably from you leaving all that syrup.
It's in a fridge. No, the reason I have flies is 100% because my grandmother will open the door because she is quote unquote airing out the room and she will let flies in. Just bugs in general,
don't
but mostly
open the
flies. And one time a
don't-
bee.
Have you ever gotten like one of those little like mesh doors? Like you can like put it on the outside of your door. It's like
I mean-
a little mesh thing, and it like closes
I mean,
behind you.
I
with
understand what
magnets.
you're talking about, but there's already a suit like a big door, and then there's already a glass door. So I mean, like we're not putting another door in.
Well, the mesh door, it's like just a cover. Like you
Yeah,
just
I understand, but
put
the
it on
door where the that you're talking about is glass. Like it is what it is.
No.
I know
Still,
what you're
like,
talking about.
right-
I'm saying in my house, it is currently installed, but it's glass, not mesh. In my house.
Oh. Oh, okay. Dang spinner, Douglas. Douglas caught me.
How dare he?
Yeah, right. You know what's funny? I did not once encounter the that sailor in the tower that I seem to have been encountering lately.
I didn't get
I've
him
avoided
either.
so far. It's so random. Like some streams I miss him entirely. Some runs where he sees me every single time. I don't get it.
I mean, I do nothing differently.
I mean, besides, can't you just open windows to air out a house? Why do you need to open a door?
I live in a basement. There are no windows. The only window my air conditioner is in.
Really?
And
No
by the way,
windows in your
when I say
basement room?
window, so all of our basement windows, because I live in a relatively bad neighborhood, they're not like
No.
windows. They're glass windows. Like glass like how should I say it? They're not glass like you think of glass. They're like marble. That's it. They're marble windows.
Yeah, I know those.
Yeah. So there are 4 windows in the basement. They're all marble windows. One of the windows has an exhaust or a what do you call it? Washing or a dryer. There's an exhaust port on the window
Oh.
for a dryer, and then there's also another like a flap that you can open for air. It used to have it has mesh on one side.
Oh.
Anyways, I basically taped my air conditioner to that. Taped. I have to tape it.
Interesting story.
Yeah. Well, it's the only access to the outside world in this whole basement.
Nice.
I would have to basically replace the marble windows in order to install my air conditioner properly.
I encountered Psyduck guy again. I tried to go in the grass, but I bumped the tree instead.
Wait, why are you? What? What are you doing
I'm
Psyduck
getting
guy
the rare-
right now for?
No, I was trying to go south of
Why?
Goldenrod to get the rare candy.
But why
rare
now?
candy.
You do that all after getting Dratini.
Well, if you have to get them anyway, like, may as
Yeah,
well get the
if
rare
you have to
candy
get them
while I'm in
anyways, do them
Goldenrod.
all at once when you get Dratini.
Yeah, for most of my backports, the only Johto candies I get is Violet and Goldenrod. So I just get those after I get the phone call. I don't really get the other rare candies for backport. They just don't need them.
Weird.
If I need to, like, get them... It's usually because, like, in Goldenrod, the rare candy down there, there's also a nugget. I like to get the nugget so I can buy an extra vitamin. That's why I started doing that in my pathing. Plus, it gives me the PP up, which might help for the rocket section.
So I feel like I've been doing a relatively perfect run, and somehow I feel like you've gained time on me, and I don't understand. I haven't had a reset that in a problematic place. I've basically just been spamming Fire Punch and one-shotting all of the rocket grunts. I don't understand how you're so close to me.
Well, I guess I first tried Chuck. Or no, I didn't. It was a second try.
Yeah, I have 2 resets, and they're both Chuck because of critical hit surfs.
Maybe my overworld movement's slightly improved. I mean,
There's not much overworlding between the 2 rocket portions. Like, it's basically walk up to battle, walk up to battle. There's really not a lot of movement.
I mean, you said I'm somehow catching up. I'm just guessing.
I mean, maybe it's just because we're in relatively close areas, but I battled so many more trainers than you. And that's what's making up the time difference. I'm right now in the underground after the rival.
So you just beat the rival?
I just beat the 3rd rocket grunt after the rival.
Alright, so I'm like 4 trainers behind.
4? You're basically on the leader. 4 trainers behind me is the leader.
Coughing, wheezing guy.
Oh, that is 4 trainers behind me.
I just finished coughing, wheezing guy. Plus, I encountered the spinner here by mistake.
Okay, so you're 5 trainers behind then, because I didn't count the 2 fire breathers I just beat.
Makes sense. I just hate how you can't use an escape rope out of the radio tower. I really wish you could.
I think I'm gonna grab this super ether, max ether this time.
Super ether.
That's what it is. The super ether.
I wish it was called super ethers.
I've just spammed nothing but fire punch.
Well, I did switch to Shadow Ball on the Haunter for PowerPoint reasons. Other than that, I need to use it. I also, since I got that rare candy in Violet before Rocket Grunts, I have 18 Fire Punch now for the hideout section.
I mean, I'm not worried about that because I'll use both of the PP ups at the same time. Because let's be honest, it doesn't matter if I have more PP or not, because the PP ups are the only thing that really matter. Or the ethers, when you ethers, the only thing that matters. So the difference between you and me right now is if you have 0 fire punches, you can efficiently use 2 ethers at once. That is the difference between you and me right now. You can double ether and save time. The only difference.
Use a double ether. Oh, right. You're saying I did. Right. Yeah,
right. If you double ether, you are saving time on me. That is the only reason having an early PP up would help.
I just think, like, I have to get him anyway. I'm not really losing time. I'm just doing stuff in a different order. It also makes it more convenient, so, like, after I get the Dratini, I can just fly straight to New Bar Town. I don't have to worry about anything. I mean, unless I want
No. Not after. When. Sorry, if you get the Dratini.
Shut up.
Hey, I'm making the statement for myself too. If I get the Dratini.
I didn't get Psyduck, so I do have to get it.
Same.
Alright, gotta go get the Steve M Plays Super Ether. I'm gonna start calling it that now. Just because of you.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's come in handy surprisingly often in the Elite Four.
Really? Because
I mostly spam one move in the Elite Four.
I mean, I picked up the second max elixir, so I just use a max elixir in the league, and I use one in Kanto to avoid a sentry trip.
I mean, I pick up everything. I pick up the ether in the maze. Sorry, elixir in the maze. I pick up the 2 max elixirs. Quite frankly, I shouldn't be picking up the max ether, but it's a better safe than sorry situation.
2 calcium, 1 protein.
What?
May as well get 2 iron.
You can take them?
Yeah, the overlay says so.
Interesting. Mine are basically all zeros.
Weird.
I take that back. They're not all zeros.
I also did buy an HP up.
Okay, I got worried here for a second because I actually don't have return, and then I just remembered, oh yeah, Shadow Ball actually does more damage.
I don't think I got return either. I think I forgot, but when does return? Actually, return doesn't even help.
I just realized I did put the pink bow on, but I don't need it.
I wouldn't blame you for that one.
By the
I
way,
still
you
have,
you
like-
can talk to the boulder when you're moving it. Just saying. It says like something.
Boulder?
It's something. It says something along the lines of boulder is moving.
The boulder, huh? Well, I just got a reset on the Rocket Executive. The one with all those dark.
Okay, good. Still one shot. Good to know.
Did you get a reset on the Houndoom guy last?
Nope, but I almost got a reset both times by getting hit by a feint attack. Almost.
Ah. I mean, I should have gone in full health, and I should have used a light screen.
Oh, I don't have a light screen. I have hypnosis.
Why would you teach that?
Why wouldn't I?
Good. Kind of like why you equip a Quick Claw on this thing.
All right, it's not fast enough. It needs to be faster. All right, I don't know how I did it, but somehow I beat Claire at level 42.
Hey, I found the pink butter for you. It went to Johto this whole...
Oh, see.
But wait, where's the other butter? Yeah, you're definitely winning this.
I mean, things could easily just go wrong at Lance. It did last time.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm
that's
not
usually what
changing
you
my
say to try to
strategy.
make
I don't
it
know
feel
what you
better.
did that was so much better than me, but I'm still doing the whole hypnosis, setup, calm mind, fire punch strat.
I just held a paralysis cure berry and just swept with Shadow Ball.
Is it really that simple?
I plead the fifth.
What about for Karen? I lost to her multiple times. And Bruno, like I lost to both of them.
I just got lucky.
Oh, that's not cool. I don't like that strat. That strat seems really risky.
You know what's funny? As soon as my main chatters stated like they were going to bed, all that's left is the lurkers. I haven't had a new message pop up in a while.
Yep. You can blame Annie on that one.
Oh, damn it.
She killed chat by leaving.
I got a reset on the first gym trainer in Claire's gym with the Dratini. Don't ask how.
But you know I gotta ask.
Instead of spamming Shadow Ball for one-shots, I was spamming Fire Punch and got paralyzed.
Smart. Smart.
I think I'm just getting tired, okay?
I think I'm definitely gonna cut time off of my run for sure.
I wouldn't be surprised if I end up going with run number 1's results.
I think you're probably still gonna end up saving a lot of time. You're just not gonna save very much time.
Those are the runs I hate. the one where like your first run was sloppy, but like you got a good time, and the second one where you make a crap load of mistakes and you save them. Like, do you really think the second run was better?
Oh, dude, that happened to me literally like, was it like last run or something? Like I played way worse in the second run, and somehow I basically lost by like 20 seconds.
Yeah. Use the max post.
Aha! We did the speedrunner trick
single
around the Bulbasaur trainer.
I thought the speedrunner trick was going down the stairs to make the girl move.
The speedrunner trick of going down, just straight down.
Yeah.
I still have headbutt on my moveset.
I still have light screen. Also, Shadow Ball at level 43 is a guaranteed one-shot of the dragon.
Well, yes, you mentioned 43. 42,
I was
you have to get a little bit of
Return
luck.
with Pink Bow. I was using Return with Pink Bow at the time.
Yeah, there's a big
Yeah,
difference.
I'm not
42 and
winning this.
43 really matters on Claire.
Damage rounding threshold. I'm just not used to starting the streams later. I mean, I think my work schedule is going to go more back to normal next.
I'm a night person, so this isn't like me being asleep time. This is just me being normally awake time for like the next 3 more hours.
Yeah.
So I'm
Plus,
perfectly
tomorrow, I'm
normal.
assuming you don't work tomorrow.
No, I always work Monday through Friday. Although the plant workers at my job, they don't get the day off tomorrow. Whenever we get a day off of work, the plant workers have to work Saturday. But I don't.
Funny. I remember Dratini this, so that's instantly a time save.
All right, so the question is, should I just immediately rare candy before Bruno this time, since we already know Bruno's gonna be a problem?
Bruno wasn't really the problem.
Quiet, you. Quit trying to make me trip up. Someone silence this man.
Can't silence me.
All right, I don't think. Okay, so the problem with Koga is they're just not one shots, but I don't think he's actually hard.
No.
They're just not one shots was the problem. Oh wow, Muck has more special defense. I forgot about that.
I encountered Parasect guy.
Oh, I'm halfway through the next level. It really makes me not want to use a rare candies on Bruno.
I never remember when my repel runs out. So I end up going to Victory Road thinking I still have a repel up on. It's one of my biggest flaws. I'm so spoiled, like, with newer games. It's like, hey, your repel ran out. Would you like to use another one? I just say yes. Whenever I do, like, newer game runs with that feature, I buy, like, 70 super repels. Just keep it active at all times.
Oh my god, I got the luckiest win against Bruno, and it is all because of a miss.
So you basically did my strat, like I told you.
No, sorry, not a miss. I'm wrong. Wasn't a miss. It was the sands. He used Sandstorm instead of Earthquake on Onyx for no reason.
I think Snowy said the AI, like, really loves to prioritize turn 1 weather move for, like, every...
But the problem is it used Earthquake every time before this.
So I guess those times you were unlucky? Because I think for me, you'd Sand.
What's the last Pokemon? Oh, Vileplume. Good. So far, I have not had to use any candies. Should I use... What level do you... Okay, we're just gonna go for it. We're gonna do the speed runner strat. Give Poison Cure Berry. Full
Paralysis
Restore.
Cure.
Yes, Paralysis Cure Berry. You know what I meant. Save. no hypnosises at any point?
I never once taught the move.
Okay. Wait, never?
I hate that move. Yeah, I hate that move.
Holy crap, the
Especially in this
Aerodactyl almost
game
knocked
when-
me out with Rock Slide. Please tell me the Dragonites are a one-shot. They're not a one-shot.
it's
That
not
wasn't even close. Rare candies it is.
The Aerodactyl and Dragonites were all 2 shots.
Exact. Yes, 2 shots. I got hit by an enormous damage Rock Slide.
Come on, Machamp. I know you want to... Damn it. I was going to say, I know you want to use Forza.
Haha.
I didn't save it, Bruno.
The difference between using the rare candies and not using the rare candies, the Aerodactyl just dies in one hit.
You know what? I might actually do the Steve strat. I'm going to use all my rare candies before Bruno.
I just flinched 3 times in a row to Twister.
Nice.
And then I got knocked out by a critical hit outrage. What is with this Lance battle? I'm so overprepared.
You know what? Yeah. Using all the candies to get Calm Mind for Bruno is definitely going to make it... Oh, yeah. Wait.
Hello, Jose. Welcome to the stream. Wow, Charizard survived on like 1 HP.
How dare it?
Oh, and then I got a critical. Wow, that just became night and day different when you're not paralyzed.
Nice. Umbreon used Feint Attack instead of Sand Attack.
Oh, Andrew, you're right. I did make sure to remember the correct telling of Lance this time. Earlier in the run, I told him yes instead of no. I mean, using all the candies for Lance seems actually like a very good idea because, I mean, you don't actually need candies for the champion.
Not really. I used it for Bruno just to get Calm Mind. Also, the HP up for oh my dude.
So how did you beat Red without hypnosis?
Calm Mind, hidden power crits.
Crits?
Yeah.
How many resets did you have on Red?
I think I first tried them.
So you're saying that your first run was exceptionally lucky, and you're that's not so the reason you're not going to beat your last time is not because you're playing better or worse, but because your Red strat was so insanely different.
Well, I'm already behind right now.
Yeah, but you whether you were doing really well or not, your Red strat was still gonna suck. Is this not correct?
I mean, I remember in my last run, I beat Lance at 49 minutes. I'm at 52.
Okay, you're talking piddly 1-2 minutes. Like, those don't matter. With Red, 1 reset can be a minute and a half. You're telling me your strat was, I got insanely lucky. That was your strat.
Well, here's the thing. I only used 2 Calm Minds when I should have used more.
It took me more than 2. Okay. You're saying, oh, I got even. You're literally making your point even worse. You're making it so much worse. You're saying, oh yeah, my strat was luck. Oh, but guess what? I made it even luckier by using 3 Calm Minds.
How was the strat luck? How was the strat luck if I have to use Calm Mind?
I used 6 Calm Minds and got 2 resets with 6 Calm Minds. All while Hypnosis is set up. Now are you seeing how I was lucky? I got 2 resets with 6 Calm Minds out.
I'm just saying, my second attempt, I've already beaten Lance.
I'm just saying that you didn't have a real Red fight. You never saw him at his best.
I'm just saying, Lance was easy. The only reason I had that first reset on Lance because I didn't equip my Paralysis Cure Berry and I got paralyzed. This time I did. I don't know, man. I'm just not at the top. today. It's been a long day at work. You know,
Oh,
at,
yeah.
at my job, we're still selling a ton of ice because people in our area are like going like camping and fishing and stuff. We're getting a lot of tourists from the nearby states. Within an 8-hour shift, I went through a pallet and a half of bagged ice. Each pallet's like 400.
Oh, you want to talk pallets? Oh, I used to be a Pepsi merchandiser, and hold on. There at one time, there were 50-cent 2 liters, and there was a maximum you could buy of 8. So every person who walked in the store bought 8.
Oh my god.
Every
It's like
person.
the whole
My whole job that day, which normally it's go around from store to store and refill it, my whole day was go to Mark's. Every time you go to the back of the store, I grab a doll, like one of the little like 2-sided dolly things. I fill it with I'm sure you've seen the Pepsi the Pepsi trays, you know, that hold 8 2 liters.
Oh yeah, those, yeah.
Yeah. I fill it with 24 of those things that hold 8, and then I go to the front of the store and I put the 24 in, and then I go to the back of the store, grab 24 more, and then we've sold more than 24.
Oof.
It was a nonstop day of just taking things and putting them from the front of the store to the back of the store over and over again.
That was kind of like me today with all that ice. Like,
Right.
think I had to pull out a huge pallet like 3 separate times.
Ironically,
Those things are heavy.
it was a July 4th sale.
Funny.
50-cent 2 liters. It was insane. I mean, I bought 8 for myself.
Is it like a limit of 8, or is it one of those limits where like, you only get
limit.
this price?
Yeah.
So,
Well, I
like,
mean,
they
I don't know
will
who
not let you buy
enforces
more.
the limit. I just know there was a limit.
So like they literally would not let you buy more. Like they just stop
I don't
you.
know. I don't know how they stop you. Is the I guess what you're
Maybe,
trying
like,
to ask me.
Maybe like the cash register machine like recognizes the deal and will like try to say like invalid.
I mean,
bought too many.
but how does it tell the difference between person to person is the big question. How does it
I
know?
think it's just order to order. I think you'd have to make 2 separate orders to like fool the system. Like for example, I know at our store, if people want like cash back on their debit cards, we have a max limit of $50, but you could just make 2 separate orders and get $100. Can't stop you from doing. Because it's kind of like it's probably something like that.
I mean, again, when I worked as a Pepsi merchandiser, there was a 4 for $10 12 packs sale at one of the stores, and I obviously wanted way more than 4. So I grabbed 4 and bought them. Then I went to my car. I went back into the store, grabbed 4 more, bought them, and then I went to my car. And then I did that like 8 times.
Were you using self-checkout or cash register? Cashiers.
This was back when self-checkout was pretty new, so it was mostly registers. I went to basically every register. I basically went to one to every register. And the best part is I actually cleared them out of all of the 12 packs on the shelves, but because I was the Pepsi merchandiser, I just went to the back of the store and grabbed more.
Yeah, it's funny. Whenever I go shopping at like my store that I work at, like since I work there, I can pretty much like if I'm buying some milk, I can literally just let myself back there just to like get like the freshest date, or like
Right.
if my parents come in, I will go to the back myself and get them the best date. I don't do it for anyone else.
Even after I was fired there, I still kept my badge and I used it for like 2 years.
What badge to what?
Well, I mean, you just show your badge and then you just walk to the back of the store. If like, you don't actually
do
like
that?
nobody actually gives a shit about your badge. I just kept the badge on me if anybody actually, wanted to check, because I wasn't wearing the Pepsi shirt anymore.
I guess that's probably a thing with bigger stores, but I've never heard of any store needing to check badges to go in the back.
No, well, okay, no. Again,
Must be an
I
Ohio thing.
kept it just in case anybody questioned me because I was not wearing the Pepsi shirt.
Oh, I thought
Because I was just
you
a
were talking
guy.
about, like,
I was just a guy. So
okay.
if anybody
I thought you were
questioned just a
talking-
guy back there, I would flash the badge.
Oh, I thought you were talking about like how like I was imagining there was someone guarding the back door. You have to show a pass or they won't let you.
No,
That's what I was
no, no.
imagining.
It was just if somebody questioned me.
How come you don't have it anymore? You said 2 years.
I got into a car accident with that car, and it got the car got towed to the directly to the scrap yard, and they didn't let me take all of my things. They just let me grab my big things from the car, so I didn't get my badge back.
Yeah, it's probably all burned up right now.
Quit catching up to me. I'm at Surge. You're like right behind me.
Well, I haven't returned the machine part yet.
Oh, okay. Well, that's the big
I'm
difference.
fighting Misty, then I gotta teleport.
I actually don't have the EXPN card, so I made a flaw there. I battled Surge before grabbing the EXPN card.
Also, I did go through Rock Tunnel in the dark, and I succeeded.
Congratulations. You could have had Flash.
I could have, yeah, but I had to quit training at the Proud Tower because I needed to go heal.
But yeah, those Pepsi days were fun. Knowing where all the good pop sales was such a good perk.
Well, whenever I work in my job, like I know where they keep a copy of like next week's like ad for like when they order, and I can just see ahead of time like what deals are coming.
Yeah, but it's not the same now that I make my own pop, and it's always going to be cheaper than the store no matter what. It just doesn't have the same feel.
How does the pop taste when you make it yourself? Does it taste like
The
it came out
same.
of a fountain machine?
The same. In
Like
fact,
fountain
not
machine or
only
like
is it
bottles?
the same, you can choose how much flavor you want it to have.
Like all nice and carbonated, or is it just a syrup?
Bro, you can choose. I could choose.
do
If
you
I want
make
more
it? Do you have, like,
carbonation, I just hold down the carbonation knob,
Oh, right.
or like the
have a
lever. I can
machine,
just hold it longer. If I want more flavor, I can just pour more flavor in it. I literally have all the choice in the world.
It's okay, Steve. I also forgot the expansion. Easy to forget, I'm telling you.
Now, I'm running into this problem right now where I need to figure out how to refill the CO2 canisters. I literally just this morning sent an email out because apparently the CO2 replacement places don't work on Saturday and Sunday, like at all. They only work during work hours, which makes it annoying. I would actually have to take off work in order to fill my CO2 canisters. But anyways,
Yes, a business only works during working hours. That sounds right.
Yeah, but it's really annoying because that means I have to take off work in order to fill them up. Anyways, I sent the
Welcome to the real world.
I sent their contact us emails. How much a link to the Amazon product that I have that I want refilled, and then I asked the question, how much would it be to refill 4 to 6 of these?
Like, what annoys me, like, most days, I kind of have a shorter shift on most days. I only work 6 hours, just because the store's got way more employees now, so I'm not needed around it. At my time, like, I get off at 3 o'clock, but then on the bulletin board, I would see, like, these advertisements for, like, events coming up, or, like, these mega yard sales, but they all close at exactly the time I leave. So
I
annoying.
know, right? I miss the days
Here's
where I
my
could do
question.
yard sales.
Here's my question. I still enjoy it sometimes. Here's my question. Like, why do people close yard sales at like 1 in the afternoon? Someone explain.
That's when their patience runs out.
Do people just
I
quit yard
used to
selling
run
after
yard
lunch?
sales like that used to be my like thing. Like I was bored and I just run yard sales. I just put out the signs.
It might just be like what you said. People's patience run out, or
Well,
I don't know.
I would just put the signs out and then I'd be like, hey, I'm just gonna do a yard sale today. And then we had a garage full of stuff. I just take the garage full of stuff. And my dad, whenever we'd sell out the yard sale, then I would fill the garage with. He would fill the garage with more stuff, and then I'd sell that.
You know something that's really annoying? I went to this one yard sale in my town recently, half the stuff they literally sold looked like it should have been in a dumpster a long time ago. Like they would sell like used like used like puzzles like in their box, and the box looked like it was literally water damp, warped. Like that stuff should have been in a dumpster, not at a yard sale.
Well,
Like,
the problem is that the stuff was just in their garage, so whatever shape it was in, that's the shape that they sold it in.
I mean, I get that, yeah, but couldn't you have just seen the look of that and be like, yeah, no one's gonna buy this. I'm throwing it in the trash. Usually people who run yard sales
some
aren't
people
really
are
desperate for money.
absolutely, my parents are these people who are absolutely delirious, be like, I'm just going to lower the price. Somebody will buy it. People absolutely think that way. I kid you not. It makes no sense, but my parents are these people that will be like, somebody will buy it as long as the price is low enough.
You could label that crap for free and no one would buy it.
I understand. This is how rational people think. My parents are not those rational people. My parents are hoarders. I'm sure I've mentioned this before.
I don't think you have.
Oh, my parents are definitely hoarders. They're not like super hoarders, but let's just say there are rooms in the house that you can't really go in.
Are they bad enough of hoarders where they would end up
Well,
on that
it's
TV
half
show?
hoarders, half my dad keeps all of his what is it called? All, like, my dad's also a flea market vendor. He keeps all of his stock in the house. So it's half hoarding, half my dad's stock.
Flea market.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, see, literally today, tomorrow, and Sunday, he will be at the flea market.
We
No.
have this one flea. We have. Is a flea market the same thing as a pawn shop?
No, it's like a yard sale, but like 100 of them all in the same place.
I guess we have this one business in my town where it's kind of like one giant thrift store, except how it works is like people get to rent little spots inside the place, make your own little like set up a yard sale thing, and then you could just wander through the whole store and there'd be like 30 different sections of like just random stuff scattered. I think that'd be considered a flea market.
I'm sorry, I'm in the red fight. I actually didn't hear that.
Never mind. Red fight, huh? I'm about to get into that route.
All right, 105.44. I don't know what my over-under was.
Mine's set to 106.
I'm not going to lie. This was
I'm
a
not
relatively
happy with
perfect run.
that. This run sucked ass.
My run was set under 104. Wow. I did not make under 104. I got 104 to 109. But the vast majority of the people who voted were right. Okay, so what did you say about what did you think was like a flea market?
We have this one business in my town where there's like basically like there's like 30 different like tiny spaces you could rent out.
Yes.
And then you could rent this space out and like lay out your stuff like it's a yard sale.
Yep.
And then shoppers can just wander around the building.
That's a flea market, yes.
There's like a
That is absolutely a flea market. In Ohio, I can think of 4 of them within an hour drive from my house. They're pretty popular here.
that would make sense.
There's one of them. It's only
Should I?
once a week. It's only on Fridays, and there are so many people there that it is basically shoulder to shoulder. And we're talking like you said 30 booths. We're talking about
It might
30
be more
per
than that.
think 30 per row in like
Yeah.
like 50 rows. So basically 150 booths. That makes sense.
I
About
screwed this
Oh,
this
God.
run up. I forgot to get hidden power.
Oh god. 150? No, that's not right. 30 per row, and actually I can just count. 1, 2.
I am
There are two
definitely sticking with run 1.
2 per row because there's 2 sides to a row. 1, 2,
Makes sense.
15, 15.
Surprised I didn't once
18
paralyze.
rows just outside, and then there are 6 buildings. So 18 rows outside, and there are 6 buildings, which the buildings could have anywhere between probably 30 and 50 places. So I guess in theory, that, and remember, I said this is once a week, so like every single place gets used. It's called Rogers Flea Market, but I don't know if you guys would be able to Google it. Since
Probably some like
Google,
it's probably just some small place. By a guy
Google
named
takes
Roger.
your location into account. So when I Google Rogers Flea Market, it absolutely pops up. When you Google Rogers Flea Market, you might get something very, very different. Because Google takes your location. 108.32. That's good.
Really?
That's like that slightly beat my first run.
Do I have to stick to this result? I hate it so much. 18 resets.
I had 4.
Then again, my last run had 12. What was my game? 403. Oh.
It's not bad. Oh, I forgot. I need to actually update my leaderboard.
I'll just stick with it because I'm too lazy to look up the info to my last run.
All right, so I got 105. Oh, I'm on the Gen 1. I'm like 105. It's like last place.
Right. Petrarant.
Oh, wow. It is actually second to last place. I lost to Azelf, Blaziken, and Swampert. All right, level 65. Actually, this all makes sense because those other runs were better. 105, 44. Okay, well, apparently I used the wrong symbol there. And 413 game time.
All right, here is my results. Besides Weedle, obviously. This thing is in last place. Even
wait, it lost to Reggie Drago? That doesn't even make any sense.
My Reggie Drago was a 105.
My Reggie Drago's a 111. Jeez.
I started tracking a temp too. The only run where I think the only one where my first run was better was Azelf. I think my second run was worse.
My Reggie Drago. Oh god, that time for Reggie Drago, the 111 is run 1, so my run 2 is even worse.
Yeah, it's getting kind of late. I'm gonna sign myself out.
All right.
Thank you for stopping by. See you for the next one.
All right, thank you everybody for joining in on today's run. I appreciate it very much. We will be back, I believe, again Monday. If not Monday, we're definitely scheduling somebody for Monday. We missed Austin last Monday, so we'll probably get him this Monday.
We don't have anyone for Monday.
Yeah, well, we might get Austin between now and tomorrow.
Hopefully.
So probably Monday, but the next scheduled run is the 12th. So anyways, have a nice night, guys, and I will see you then. Bye.